Hello, welcome. What's good? Welcome to the very first episode, the pilot episode of 4100 Grant, the podcast. Before we go into the introductions, I just want to speak about what this podcast is going to be about and what you can expect. We are a group of friends. We've been friends since 1993.
Yes, sir.
So we coming up on almost 30 years of friendship, fellowship, brotherhood. And we finally decided to get together and let y'all into our lives on how when we get together, how funny it really is.
Be a fly on the wall.
Yeah, be a fly on the wall, right?
It's just a conversation.
So we're gonna go around with the introductions. Let's see. We'll start with Dre.
That's right. It's Dre, D-R-E. Stands for Do Right Every Day, Divine Righteous Equality. Black man is God. I'm in here with my brothers, man. Let's get it.
Hey, what up, what up? I'm Bird, the jokester, a.k.a. Mr. Tipsy T, the prankster, the jester, the king of laughs.
I'm Vic, Vato, pick one. It's all good. I love these guys, man. I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate that, fellas.
I said, nigga, this not no job interview.
Yeah.
But nah, man, real talk though, man. To be able to be with your boys and shit and come back.
Yeah.
It's all love, man.
That's what's up. What's up, y'all? I'm Trey. I'm gonna be your masters of ceremony. I'm gonna be your MC. I'm the one that's gonna keep us on the clock. You can call me the conscience of the group, right? I'm the guy that tries to keep the peace, but I instigate a lot.
Mr. Bobby L.
Right.
Check him out.
Right.
Bobby L. the God.
Yeah, and I'm Ace, the man, the myth, the legend. You know,
Talk to him.
it is what it is.
Ain't it?
Simple. Straight up.
Let's give a shout out to Malcolm. You can't see him, he's behind the camera. Onajo.
Yes, sir.
And our camera lady, remind me the name one more time.
Solar.
What?
Solar.
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 Is that what you said?
Solar.
Like solar system?
Solar.
Okay.
Drop
The moon and the sun. I got
yeah.
it. All right, cool. So she's behind the camera working for us. We appreciate you.
Thank you for doing what you do.
Doing what you do. Making sure we look good. And so let's go ahead and get into the first topic, right?
What's
we're going to talk
number
about,
one?
social current events. And we're going to start with Tyrese.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Wow. Tyrese Gibson, ladies and gentlemen.
Sheesh.
And his now new boo, Zelly Timothy. I don't know if y'all seen her.
I haven't. I was thinking like
Very attractive.
Like, okay.
Very attractive. She got
She nice.
She got Tay Heckert vibes.
She's well put together.
She
do
is.
give me that vibe.
She give me
though.
Tay
She
Heckert
give me that
vibes,
though.
right? A video surfaced on Instagram this past week.
This is her?
This is her.
That's her right
I don't know
there.
if y'all saw her.
Yeah,
That's her
check
right
her out.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like,
And so a video surfaced this week of her and Tyrese, and she was in a awkward. I'm not saying awkward. She was in a
Compromising.
compromising position, and it appears as though she was having her lady parts.
That twat.
That twat having her lady parts. Having her lady. Oh my God! She was having her lady parts trimmed, shaved by the one and only Mr. Fast and the Furious, Mr. Sweet Lady, Mr.
Jody Joe.
Jody Joe.
Right.
Yeah, Tyrese Gibson. So the question to the fellas is, would you or have you ever shaved your woman, your significant, your girl, whomever's lady parts?
I mean,
I
to keep
wouldn't
it 100, I would do it. Just not for everybody to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Not on the internet. Hell nah. Not me. Ain't happening. Hell no.
Dre, what you say?
Not on the internet.
I don't know about that, dog. You know what I'm saying? For one, I looked at the video and it looked like this motherfucker was doing surgery and shit.
Hell, he was.
I was like, look at this motherfucker.
So why or why not? If you would, why would you? If why not? Why won't you do it?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like that duty should be handled on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if you were a motherfucking man, shouldn't matter. Slim, straight up. You know
I
what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
do it. I wouldn't
You
do it.
sliding in that joint, so why not groom it a little bit? You know what
Your
I'm
girl
saying?
wouldn't want you to do
Take
that.
care of it so it take care of you.
Yeah, it is.
Your
straight
girl
up.
would not want you to do it.
But if she would allow me to do it, I wouldn't.
Hell nah, bro.
You wouldn't stray away from it.
Yeah, exactly.
You gonna lay on your back and let she to shave your nuts?
See, now you talking different.
No, hold on. Let's stay on topic.
Right.
This is about would you shave your lady? It ain't about you.
I would.
If my lady was unable to, then yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it got to be a disability for you.
You don't want to be, you don't want to be roaming.
So
in
what
the
kind of
garden.
disability would she have for you?
One where she can't move her own goddamn arms and shave her shit.
Stay on topic. I'm with the question, but stay on topic.
Right. Vic, what about you?
I don't know, man. You know what it is?
You know all about
Pay a
shaving,
motherfucker to
Vic.
do shit, dog.
Slide up a little bit. I can't hear you.
I'll pay somebody to do some shit. So my thing is, you pay professionals to do certain stuff. If she absolutely wanted me to do it, Vic, I need you to do this. Okay. All right. But keep in mind, I might not be the best man for the job.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
nah,
It might be some razor bumps.
Right. Yeah, that's
fuck
what I'm
around,
saying.
see some blood and shit.
Always the best man for the job.
It's like,
Right.
boo.
There's no other man for the
Hey, boo,
job.
ain't
but
supposed to be no
To
pus
do it.
coming out of this motherfucker, is it?
Chill, man.
Hold on, Dre. If your girl got pus coming out, that ain't got shit to do with the shaving,
I'm
bro.
just saying,
You might want to take her to the doctor.
That's
and
just the
get
thing.
some antibiotics,
That's just the
bruh.
thing that can go wrong. I'm just saying that looked like a rusty ass razor.
All right, Ace. What about you?
No, I'm not doing it.
Why not?
Yeah, that's not me.
Man,
That
that's
ain't
all
it.
that.
My man just said no.
You putting your
Yeah,
hands on that motherfucker to get it ready. You know, what's the difference? I mean,
She
so
ain't
what?
trusting me with doing that, so I'm good.
It's 2021.
And I'm not doing it online.
I thought ladies is going to the Asians and getting their wax on.
Apparently not,
Hey,
bro.
Tyrese a different breed, though.
Vic, to
Tyrese
be
a
honest
different
with you,
breed.
I'm feeling like Vic, straight up. It's a professional's job. I got my own lane. I do what I do.
Exactly.
She called me for what she called me for to do a job. And
We ain't saying that we about to be just like, oh babe, let me shave you real quick.
Yeah, like,
Nah,
you're
you know what I'm
willingly
saying?
doing it. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
we
coming
not
out.
about to be like,
I'm
oh
asking.
babe, I'm
But
trying
that's
to
what
shave
he
your
did,
twat
though,
tonight.
right?
Dog, that's what he did. Then he
willingly
signed up
wanted
for
to
it.
shave.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, come here, boo. Let me holler. Just
I'm
got
not,
something."
nah,
Yeah,
if that's
a
the
little
case, I'm
yeah,
not.
nah, I'm
We
not
speaking
coming
upon
to
what
you.
he did.
Nah,
Like,
right?
That I can't do.
I'm not about to just be like, hey babe, it's about that time. Let me trim
Let
you
me
up
do
real
it.
quick.
I
Nah,
just checked the calendar, boo. I just checked the calendar. It's
But
about
I got
that
it
Yeah.
time.
penciled in. It's
Yeah,
scheduled
nah.
today.
Nah,
I'm
like
saying
that. Hell
what he
no.
did is let me pull it up on live right now.
Nah, I ain't about to go like
Put
that.
them legs up on my shoulder, baby. Hold the phone.
Hey, but her toes was twiddling though. That shit was hilarious.
That shit was funny. I thought she was gonna give birth or something, dog. This
Then the nigga started licking his lips though. That's killed me. He licked his lips though.
When he turned around with the razor in his hand,
Yeah.
like a doctor.
He was in a
yeah,
whole
that's
nother
what I'm
world.
saying. This about to operate and shit.
My personal feeling, I'm into kinky shit like that, so it don't bother me. And I probably would be the one to be like,
It's about that time.
it's about that time.
Let me get you out the way.
Let me get you out.
'Cause you bullshit,
I done
I'm
already
gonna
cleaned
get it
my
done.
shit up.
Right,
I cleaned my shit up. Let me clean yours up
Yeah.
real quick.
I like to
On
quote Pimp
camera.
C. I like to quote Pimp C, who once said, "A bald head pussy ain't shit."
Ain't shit.
Well, hold on. Who said he was shaving it bald, nigga? Who said
Like
that?
me, I heard.
I mean,
you hit it with the razor.
You gonna
that
shave
gets
the
bald.
MC said, right?
If you gonna shave,
Yeah,
that
but
motherfucker,
you there's all kinds of styles and
she gonna get a Nazi
you ain't
length.
gotta shave it completely bald.
But Trey, are you doing it on live though?
What
That's the
she
question.
saying? She get a Hitler's mustache from that jump?
Putting it on
Am
live.
I doing it on live?
Cause you a kinky type nigga. The question
Nope,
is,
nope.
That's a no.
putting it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you see, our
Yeah, I
brother.
mean, why not? Fuck it.
Okay, all right.
See, and here's wrong.
I mean, fuck it. Why not?
And I'm not even gonna say you're wrong. This is the
Hey,
best
can we
avenue
get
to
the
go.
can we get the replay of Trey face when you just thought about that? Because he took a mean sip. He said, "You know what?
You sell that shit. You put it on OnlyFans. You make some money from it.
Okay.
You had some fun doing it.
Vic,
Okay.
God
Nothing
damn."
wrong with that, dog.
Okay.
dog.
That's all I be trying
Okay,
to
I
tell
like that
women,
spin on
because
it.
if you're gonna make some money, have fun doing that shit.
Okay.
man.
Damn, Vic just turned that shit
Okay.
into a business."
And niggas
Nah, I
ain't
can
niggas
see
ain't gonna
that.
say shit when Tyrese get a motherfucking razor deal.
Kill.
Yeah.
Fuck around and be Gillette.
Then everybody gonna be
Exactly.
shaving their girl
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get a
twice.
check.
Fuck around and see what
Get a
Gillette.
check from Shaq.
Exactly. When Gillette come calling, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
That's the same one Tyrese shaved his head bald with too.
Now, see, that's not the kinky
He might
shit.
be hanging with Robert
She got
Kraft.
her own razors. I got my own. I'm not about to shave my head and then shave
gonna take some
her.
hot
You know,
water and hit it,
Gillette
don't go
Stadium
boing,
is the
boing, boing,
Patriots. He might be hanging with Robert Kraft. 6 degrees of
Hey,
separation.
Kraft was down there in Florida getting it happy endings.
Hey,
Jack off. Baby.
Pause. Hey, yeah. So while we on the topic of Tyrese, what's y'all personal opinion of Tyrese?
I mean, he just been doing some wild shit. You never know what's going on in his personal life. It just got him lashing out for attention. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like. It's just
Seemed
like
that way.
Yeah, it seemed like he's just like, I want people to see me. I want to stay relevant type shit. Like, that's how I feel. You never know, man.
Yeah, a lot of moisture.
I think we all battle personal things, and he may be going through something
Yeah,
we
you
don't know
never
about.
know.
We all go through things, you know.
Like having his 15 minutes up.
I think that divorce from his ex really fucked with him.
Can we-
I don't think he ever really recovered from it.
Can we get that clip of Tyrese crying on Instagram?
I mean,
Playing.
we're in a wild time right now where everything is like microwave society.
What did
Everything
that
is
nigga
like
say?
15
What
seconds,
more do
30
you
seconds.
want from me?
Where
Just for the moment.
people want to capture you in a second or a moment and hope they can go quote unquote viral to, you know, lead to other opportunities.
Yeah.
And not saying he's doing such, but it's a wild society. Oh
ahead.
man, here we go.
Go,
Hold up.
roll that beautiful bean footage.
This is all I got. This is all I got. Don't take my baby, okay?
That's what I'm saying. He got shit going on. I'm telling you.
I've been away from my baby for 2 months.
You know what I'm saying? And that's relatable.
I
though.
just want,
Hang on.
He ain't
Everybody
got-
I
with their
just want
kids,
my
man.
baby.
Yeah,
No one's listening because no one's in the courtroom.
he
I'm
sound
not
like
doing
Kevin Hart
anything
trying to make
illegal.
fun of people when they cry and shit.
I
I'm
feel
not
like he was
doing
reading the
anything
script.
illegal, but I don't want nobody.
It's
Oh
definitely a
my
fake
God,
crime.
am I doing something illegal by doing this video, or am I protected by the First Right Amendment or the amendment?
The
You
what,
went
nigga?
way left. Stop crying.
Don't take my
like
baby.
35 seconds ago.
I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
Yo, when they blended that with the Animaniacs intro, that was a time to be alive. I tell you, man.
That's all facts, though, girl.
I really think Tyrese is a part of the Holly Weird. Like, I think
They don't call it Hollywood for nothing, though.
Yeah, I think he fully came over.
Something about the Holly Weird people.
And y'all niggas are gay.
Straight up.
Oh,
Holly Weird niggas. Just
I
throwing it out
think he's
there.
fully in Hollywood. Let me ask you this question: best Tyrese movie?
we going with Baby Boy, dog.
Baby Boy is his stamp. That's whatever
I had to
he's.
say Baby
his-
Boy.
his
Baby
class.
Boy.
To be,
I don't really care to see him in anything
Now,
else.
Fast and Furious don't count because it's a franchise. He didn't start with the original one.
I agree.
He was in the movie. It counts. Any movie he get a credit for.
He get a
count.
credit for the movie,
I mean,
but
and to be completely honest, as a Fast and Furious like
Fanatic.
yeah,
Vic's a
yeah.
diehard
He's a
fan.
diehard.
Hold on.
Cars are my
You
thing.
got to hold on for a second. He's got to get this out.
Car. We'll talk about
Say
that
it
later.
again.
Cars are my thing, but I hate a car, bro.
What?
Hate a car.
I love women, but I can't stand them motherfuckers.
He gets it.
Okay.
He
I
gets it.
get it now.
It makes
With that
sense to me.
analogy. With that analogy.
It make perfect sense to me.
They could be
Love
they could be a
women to
headache.
death.
Cars
They
always
get on
got
my
problems
fucking
and
nerves.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
It's got unexpected problems and shit all the
you know
goddamn
what?
time, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
It's always some shit.
That's what the people
Motherfucking
say.
oil lights always coming on, check engine lights, something wrong with her.
It's going to always
Need gas.
You gotta
need
get an
oil.
oil change, something wrong.
Need to be
You know what I'm
washed.
saying?
I get it.
I'm talking about the car, Vic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's always something wrong with her.
Yeah.
For me, it is not Baby Boy.
What is it? Transformers.
Any movie that nigga's not in.
Fire.
It's my favorite movie. 'Cause I can't stand
that
that
he's
motherfucker.
in? It's a question. What's your favorite movie that he's in?
I enjoy Taraji. I thought she was great in Baby Boy.
Okay, so it's Baby Boy consensus.
No.
Cross
That's
board,
not Baby
Baby
Boy
Boy.
for me.
Done.
I'd rather not watch him at all.
We understand it.
He was really good on Martin.
He had a sense of humor in the Fast and Furious jokes, though.
Yeah, he was
definitely
funny.
had
He was on the
He
episode
took
of
it back
Martin.
to
He was pretty good.
episode in '95 when he was
really
on
good.
Martin.
Him and Pam was singing a season 5. You can look it up, season 5. It found him in a talent show. Pam had just become the A&R or whatever. She was looking for talent, and she found Tyrese.
I don't think Tyrese is good by himself.
Clearly, that nigga's crazy.
He's not a co-star.
Unfortunately, as much as
I mean, Baby Boy pretty much been the only movie where he's been like the main character.
IMDb
that's
him.
what I'm saying. He needs other people to help him along.
Mark Wahlberg carried him for 2
I
years.
say the same thing about Ludacris.
Oh, Four Brothers
And I like Ludacris.
was trash.
I say the same thing.
You ain't like Four
You
Brothers?
ain't like Four Brothers?
No.
That's his best movie.
You think Four Brothers
Four
is
Brothers.
best
Four
movie?
Brothers.
Think so?
I like Four Brothers. That shit was hard.
Was Four Brothers better than Baby Boy? Can we get an answer for that? Four Brothers.
Yes.
Niggas went hard.
That was
Overall,
gangsta.
as a movie,
Four Brothers. That's
That was
two. That's
Detroit
three.
overall as a
gangsta
movie,
too.
I 100% agree.
Four
All right,
Brothers
so
better
here-
than Baby Boy.
Yeah, that was
Four
the-
Brothers better than Baby Boy, Trey.
Yes.
Well, consensus says Four Brothers is now better than Baby Boy.
Man.
So let's see.
Five niggas at a round.
He was on Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Sister.
You looking at his most notable.
I'm looking at his credits. Yeah. Baby Boy. He was on
Always looking
Moesha.
Don't forget the Coca-Cola commercial.
Too Fast, Too Furious. Oh, Waist Deep.
He was on
Waist Deep wasn't bad, actually, now that I think about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Waist Deep actually wasn't bad.
We all got sons.
My good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
My
Was
son
it
slept
his
on-
movie though? What role did he play?
He was the lead in Waist Deep. He was the
My
lead.
girl though.
Megan
girl,
Good.
Megan looking good. Put the looking in the
Looking good. Always looking
That was
good.
a time. That was an era. That was a time you had to be alive. You had to be moving and shaking.
You know, he wasn't terrible in the Transformers. He wasn't terrible.
on the military tip.
He wasn't terrible on it.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf curried it, man. Let's
Yeah,
keep it
Shia
100,
LaBeouf.
man.
Yeah, of
Let's
course.
keep it 100.
And then from
can't
there,
give him much
all
credit for
he's
that.
done is Transformers and Fast and the Furious.
But he was funny in the Fast and Furious.
He was in Ride Along too.
Nah, he did the other joint. Didn't he do a cop movie?
He was in Ride Along too.
He was in something with a cop.
Can't remember right along.
I can't remember what it was.
It's like an Amazon movie or
He
something.
was. Yes. Give me Black and Blue.
Black and Blue.
Yeah, and actually, that was actually a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
He
Actually,
was
a good
kind of
movie,
horrible in that, man. He was giving homeless man vibes, and
Yeah.
he was supposed to be like store owner worker vibes. That shit was real
was,
fucked up.
though.
It wasn't giving the right vibe.
Let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about how Trey flat out was calling that man a bad actor. I want to see anything that he's not in.
Yeah,
He did say
And,
So-
and we go through the credits and boom.
we find Jones that he messed
Find
with.
a bunch of Jones.
Now
It's
we
like,
find
I-
Jones
but it's
that
not.
we-
But it's not
Listen,
because.
hold on,
Hold on. But
hold on,
it's not because. It's not because of him. I'm not saying that I like these movies because of Tyrese.
But he's in it though.
Okay.
He's got credit. You're going through the credits right now.
Hold on. You was the first one that you just said the franchises don't count.
No, I said franchise can't count as his best movie because he's not the.
So if he was the best, if he was the best actor in a franchise movie, that don't count
He's not
at
even
all.
a supporting actor, bruh.
But
He's
see,
a
the whole time-
fucking extra.
Okay, hold on. I gotta give you some knowledge. There's either one or the other. It's either the lead or the supporting. That's it. There is no other.
Yeah.
There is no other. You can be an extra, but that don't even count. You don't even put that on a resume. So it's either the lead or the supporting. So he's always at minimum a supporting actor.
Ain't Shia LaBeouf. Period.
Yeah.
I can say for
Maybe I might fuck with Waist Deep.
He was singing like shit.
I gotta be honest with you. I might
Was
fuck with
tough.
Waist Deep.
Waist Deep
I might fuck with Waist
was
Deep.
Waist Deep better than Four Brothers.
Yes.
Consensus. Can we get an answer? Can we get a
He went
vote?
hard for a son that joint.
He
I don't
did.
really remember that movie like
Harder
that.
for the
dog.
You know
son or
who
the
was
brother?
terrible in Waist Deep?
Harder for the son or the brother.
The Game.
I knew you was gonna say the game.
Garbage.
I knew you was gonna say that.
He can't even act as a rapper. That's his profession.
That
He
really
wasn't
sucks.
good at all. The thing is that the Game wasn't believable as a bad guy. That's the problem. It's not that he isn't who he is. I just didn't believe that he was that guy.
He was not fit for that role.
I don't think.
But
I don't
is
think
it
Tyrese was
better
that
than
bad.
Four Brothers? I haven't got an answer for the other three across the table.
Waist Deep or Four Brothers?
Waist Deep or Four Brothers?
I'm fucking
Need
with
an
Four
answer.
Brothers.
it's hard to compare the movies, but so are you just saying which movie is better?
Which one you like better for him?
It's Netflix and chill with you and your lady. You got two choices.
Two choices between the two. What
You
you
got
choose?
Waist Deep or
Nope.
Four Brothers. Which one?
Not
you
even
pick?
him. We ain't even talking about him no more. Which movie?
Depends on what. See,
Depends on nothing, man. You got the strain.
Nigga can't
right.
make
You
a
got the
decision.
Tipsy Tea
I
there.
can't make a
Everything's
decision,
already
dog.
set. Your
You know
favorite
what?
strain, the Tipsy Tea's there.
I'm gonna go with the Waist Deep, John.
Waist Deep. There
I'm
you
gonna go
go.
with Waist
Me
Deep.
too.
Exactly.
And that's just to say
Dre.
to keep a
You sticking with
centralized
Four
story.
Brothers? Yeah,
on
dog.
Just one.
Hang
thing.
on.
To keep a story just around one thing, not where you got families and you got 4 different people that you got to pay attention to the story to. It's like
With their lives, 4 different lives.
And mix
So it's
all
an
that shit
attention
in.
span thing for your choice, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, really, because you said Netflix and chill. So I'm like, all right, I might not pay attention
So
to the
you
movie
not
anyway.
really trying to watch
You ain't
the
watching the movie.
Man, look,
He not Netflixing at all.
We
not
on the
Netflixing
same
at
page
all.
now, audience. I'm really watching.
Nigga,
He
trying
was
to
just
drop-
there for the chill.
Right, you trying to drop balls
but
before
he
the
said it,
climax
though.
and shit.
I just went along.
Listen,
He's
don't talk about that
simply
nigga dropping balls at
wanting-
all.
Y'all get on my nerves, man.
Don't bring that shit up. I'm still
The
scarred. by that
tyrannical
shit.
teabagger.
I'm still scarred by that shit. All right, so we got 2
No, we
minutes
got
left.
ways
We're gonna
deep.
bring this back to
Ways deep.
Tyrese, and we started this topic about talking about Tyrese was shaving his lady. One more time, what's her name?
I can't
Zelly?
remember. It's not.
Zelly Timothy,
It's not
shaving her pubic hairs on Instagram, and she lived, and we were talking about would you or would you not,
I'm
and if
doing
you would.
Straight up.
Dre said no.
I
Bird said
do it.
yes.
Straight up.
Vic, as usual, is on the fence.
You know
He
me.
don't know if he gonna do it or not do
because
it.
you can always
I
go
said
both
hell
ways,
yeah.
man.
A said no.
No.
Yeah, there's always 2
Definite
sides to that joint, man.
no.
I do it.
It's always 2
Period.
sides. Everything can go a different way, man.
I gotta go home.
There's a
No.
reason why there's 2 goddamn feet. Because if it was only one way to go, yeah, why would you have 2 of everything? Come on, man.
So she got 2 pussies?
Nah, what?
Oh my God.
Wow.
What just-
One for shaving, one for not shaving.
What?
My question is, which one do you pick to leave hairy, and which one did you like? How do you choose?
What have y'all been
shaving.
drinking?
Tipsy tea.
Tipsy tea. There it is. Tipsy. You cannot get tipsy without the tea.
Without the tea.
About
Can't do
the
it.
tipsy tea.
Y'all want to talk
Brought
about
to
a
you
very,
by-
very quick story about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's how we came up with the name for it. The same type of conversation and setting we're in right now. That's how we came up with the name for this drink.
Well, some of the funniest shit ever we've ever said.
Shout out
has
to the
come
Lit
from us
Lemonade
just
as
sitting
well.
around, sitting around bullshit.
Up and coming challenger. My bad. Y'all
So
know
did we
y'all-
ever- 'cause we
y'all-
got-
y'all heard my man Dre the lemonade.
Lit.
The lit lemonade.
Did I say it wrong?
Vic already lit.
That's how you gonna be talking after you drink this shit too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's that name of that, cuz?
All right. So look, we got 30 seconds left. I just want to get an answer out of Vic before we move on.
About what?
Yes.
Yes or no? Is you shaving the twat or not?
You shaving it or
On
not?
live. On
On,
live.
yeah, on IG live.
On live? Absolutely not.
No.
On live, no.
Hey, yeah, I just want
Bird changed his
On
answer.
live, no.
That's what the question
So
was.
I'm the only one on live that's doing it.
Yeah, you doing it on live.
You are the only one on live.
And if you do it, are you going to scorch the earth or are you going to leave a little frozen tundra? You're going to leave some tundra up there.
Man, that is personal preference, man. You can't judge nobody on that, man.
So you going with Astro Turf
Hey,
or you going with RFK?
I literally got saved by the buzzer. I ain't even got to answer that question because the buzzer went off.
Buzzer went off.
The
It's
buzzer
over.
went off. I don't have to
The end of
answer
the
that
fight.
question.
Next round.
Right, exactly.
Next round.
All right, so we're back. We just got finished talking about Tyrese shaving his lady.
Scorch the earth.
Yeah. But we also, on this podcast, we're going to talk about current events. Some of those current events
Are serious.
Be
are
real.
serious.
Be real with them,
And
cuz.
so I'm going to give you a trigger warning right now. All right, this is your trigger warning.
Be real with them.
If police killings are something that you don't deal well with, go ahead and skip ahead. Because we're getting ready to talk about we getting ready to talk about Derek Chauvin and Ma'Khia Bryant. So
Bitch ass.
at this point in time, I don't feel like I need to go into Derek Chauvin. I think by this time we all know what happened with Derek Chauvin. Derek Chauvin was arrested and charged with the murder of George Floyd. George Floyd was alleged, and I have to use this word because it's important, that until you have been convicted by a court of law, you are innocent, which means that ain't shit happened to you. You have not been proved beyond a reasonable doubt that it has happened. So George Floyd was allegedly accused of trying to pass a counterfeit $20 bill at a local convenience store. Now, we all from Northeast, Southeast DC, That's nothing new to us. Niggas do that every day.
Nothing.
That's nothing new, right?
Oh, how many times you think you done probably passed a funny bill around and didn't even
On
know
the
that shit?
Ave,
I'm
every
pretty
day
sure
as
you.
a
I'm pretty
kid.
sure you've
Many
gotten
a day.
funny bills out of the ATM and you didn't realize.
You
it.
know how many funny bills you got from the 25-hour store in the Yellow House when you was growing up? You never knew.
You never will know.
Never knew.
So the police were called. Derek Chauvin and his boys arrive, and they take him into custody. And while he's down on the ground, Derek Chauvin alone puts a knee to his back, which eventually caused complications and caused the death of George Floyd. He was tried in a court of law, and he was found guilty on not one, not two, but all three charges.
Finally.
So y'all think he's gonna get?
So the question is, and we're going to get into Ma'Khia Bryant. The question is, it's not whether or not we agree with it, because I think it's unanimous that we all agree.
100%.
Right. The question is what are your feelings about the conviction, and what do you want to see going forward? And then from there, we're going to talk about Ma'Khia Bryant. But what did you see?
All right, so I mean, after all, we do live in America where we've seen things like this happen before, and we've seen the police walk free or get as little time as possible. So this dude hasn't even really received a sentencing yet.
No, sentence ain't go there.
And I just want to see this motherfucker burn, bro. I want him to do some years. And
How many years? What do you think is sufficient for a man who, in my opinion, intentionally took a life of a man?
I want him to do like the rest of his life, because he a police officer,
Former.
was a
Life
police
In
officer,
prison.
was
Without parole.
took a dangerous job, knowing he's supposed to
Period.
protect the people, and he out here killing the people. I want him to be in that junk,
Life.
locked up, shoot program, 23-hour lockdown.
23.
Nothing but Minister
hour
Farrakhan tapes playing
lockdown.
every day.
Straight up torture.
That's
You got a half an hour to shit shower, shave, and eat, my nigga.
Do you think he'll ever go into the general population?
I doubt it.
And
Never.
that's the fucked up part.
I want him
Solitary.
to
Why is it
suffer.
fucked up?
Put him in there with the Bloods and
Nah.
Crips.
Who don't get
No,
put in
Bird.
general pop?
Hang on,
though?
hang on, hang
Bird.
on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang
Let
on.
me get to it, Trey. Let me get to
I
it.
know we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around. Go ahead, bro.
So what?
It's a
fuck?
conversation. It's a
He done
conversation.
killed the motherfucker. Put his ass in general pop. Let him
No.
whoop
Do
his
him like a
ass
real-
one
they put
time.
You
it
know
in
how
that.
crazy you would go if you was in solitary confinement for 20
You got a
years?
point. Well, fucking
You know
put
how
him
fucking
back and
crazy
forth.
you
Take
would
it back
be?
and forth. Put him in general pop one day. Put his ass in solitary.
That might
for
have
a
an
week.
even more of an effect on him.
You know what I'm saying? Only time I get out is when I gotta go deal with these motherfuckers.
That's a privilege. That's
So-
a privilege
so
in the
let- so
jail
let's-
system.
so
Son,
let-
he don't need no privileges no more in life.
Privilege when a motherfucker
Period.
Come on,
Hang on. So let me ask you this
Straight
question:
up.
Would it
He
be
lucky to shit shower and shave.
hang on?
Period.
Would it be more punishable to just feed him to the lions and then let him go free? Because hold on.
Let him go free.
Yeah, but hold on.
No more jail time.
Well, hang on. Because by you saying you want him in general pop, right? We know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's the difference between that and just letting him get his ass whooped
Out on the streets.
out on the street and let him go on about his business?
Because George Zimmerman's still a fucking live. Period.
Walking around free.
Well, hang
And
on.
they knew what he
Hang
did.
on.
Period.
Hold on.
That's why.
we got to stay on topic.
I'm just keeping it 100 with you, Trey.
But that's not 100 because we're not keeping it on topic. George Zimmerman was not a police officer.
He's
You ha-
still walking around live. That's why.
But they're not the same.
Hey,
Can I make them the same?
but
Got to stay on
check this
topic.
out, though.
It's a white
If
man
they keep
that
him in
took a
Gen
black
Pop.
man's
Remember,
life.
just
That's
like they
still
got
alive.
black gangs in prison, they got white supremacist gangs. So
Absolutely.
this dude is-
Aryan Nation is tough.
This dude is pretty much a hero to them. And you think they ain't gonna have his back?
So
So it's gonna be
that's
some
why I
shit to
asked
pop
the
on.
question: is General Pop somewhere he
Nah,
should
he
be?
don't get
No.
he can't be
Never.
close to no other Nazi, so he can become a super Nazi or some shit. Nah,
23
dog.
and
23
one.
shoot program.
Period.
What about you,
Say
Vic?
mix
What you
that
say?
shit up. Mix
What you
it
say,
up.
Vic?
Nah,
Man,
fuck a mix.
This one in particular, I'm really not on the fence with.
Oh shit!
What I saw happen to George Floyd was unfortunate, man, and that shit real life it looked intentional to me. Now, as a young black male, what would you expect me to see in any other light? You couldn't pay me to see anything differently than white cop killing a black guy for what it seemed to be the pettiest reason. I mean, if he had a fake $20 bill, you take it, you tear it up, have a nice day.
Period.
Right. I'm gonna get into the actual procedures for what you do with counterfeit. It's gonna blow your mind a little bit.
Talk to him.
And
No, I'm gonna let Ace go. I'm gonna let Ace go first. But
but give him the max, man. Take his life away. If y'all,
Take his life away.
if you guys look at it as,
So if the max is 30 years, is that enough?
how old is Derek? What is he? What, 45?
I would imagine he's in his either late 30s or early 40s.
Okay.
I mean, you can't go past max, can you?
Yeah.
Shit,
the max.
niggas get 180 years. The fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
Niggas get 180
that's why I
years.
say the
Nigga,
max.
how many years do I live
his ass
as a
the
black
max.
man? How many years do I
hold
average?
on.
Some people get
hold on.
2 life
know that?
sentences, dog.
Right, but you got to find out what jurisdiction they're in.
See,
Because in certain jurisdictions, 30 years is the max. And he can be in another jurisdiction where he could get 210 years concurrently.
Right.
So it just depends on where he's at.
do y'all really want to talk about the system right now?
Well, no, we're going to go to Ace.
Yeah,
we
that's what I'm saying.
got time. We're going to go to Ace when we come back. Go ahead, Ace.
Y'all
System
want
get a
my
whole show.
opinion?
Yeah, we want your opinion.
Y'all really don't want my opinion.
Tell 'em,
100.
cuz.
Because
Drop
in my
an ad
thought
tomorrow.
process, when shit like this happen, no matter color or what, no matter what happened, you take a life or something, period. That's it.
You do dirt, you get dirt.
Serious.
What's
So what
that?
you saying?
Yeah, well, yeah. What do you mean?
What?
You got to explain that. What do you mean
saying?
by
He
that?
get a death penalty?
Death penalty.
So you
period.
believe in a death penalty?
Period. Take a life.
If it's intentional.
Intentional. Intentional.
I be jive feeling like that too.
Intentional.
Motherfucker ain't got no regard for another motherfucker's
No
life,
regard for
and you
another
just did that
person's
shit,
life.
Don't give a fuck. Friday ass, make an example.
But that shit don't take place in this
I
trial,
know,
in this
I know.
case.
I feel
So-
you
Well,
on that.
Minnesota's not a death penalty state.
Right.
feel you
So
on
that
that.
don't take that
Nah.
don't take precedent right
I
now.
feel you on that. 'Cause
So
Ahmaud Arbery may get some justice.
he should.
It's very possible. They just decided to get to do hate crimes with those
But
three guys. So that may
he should
happen.
serve the rest of his life 23-1. Only time he come out to eat, shit, shower, and shave, and somebody should touch him up every other day. Period. For the rest of his life.
Dog, did y'all hear
On
what
everything.
Boosie said about this
On
man?
my
dog?
mama.
What Boosie say?
This man
'Cause-
Boosie said, y'all lucky he ain't gone to jail in Louisiana because I would have made the big boss call. And that means he was going to call the motherfucker to rape Derek Chauvin in jail.
Okay.
Shit happen every day, all day.
So here's the thing, right? For me, I don't believe that he's worthy of seeing another day outside of a penitentiary. However, I don't necessarily agree with solitary confinement. My reasoning for not agreeing with solitary confinement is because I think that the street justice that we're actually looking for would happen in general pop.
There you go.
And I believe that he should be treated like any other criminal would be treated.
There you go.
I actually think that solitary confinement protects him.
Like
You know
shit.
how many dirty COs it is,
But,
though?
well,
You know how many of them?
yeah,
That's what I
but
mean
hold on,
by
but-
touch them up every other
But
day.
hang on. We talking just the bare bones. We know that there's all types of shit that happens in a penitentiary. But I'm just saying from what they report and what it looks like, a 23-1 for him is the best thing that could actually happen to him.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's what I'm saying. Mix that shit up.
Right.
That man
But
would write
here's
a
my
book
other
like
issue.
Sookie.
Here's my other issue. I don't believe he gets more than 12 years.
I see it.
You think he getting the minimum? That's what you
I
think.
absolutely, because here's the thing. He's never been in trouble.
Yeah.
He's a former police officer who has qualified immunity, right?
And
Privy. It's that
He
privy.
is-
I can't, and he's white on top of that.
Fucked up.
So I can't see him getting,
Let me use that card.
I can't see him getting
up,
more
man.
than whatever the minimum is, right? And that to me is really the issue with the system,
facts.
Fucked up.
the justice system. And I say that as a former police officer.
Right.
That is fucked.
You,
It's
you are
fucked
a
up.
former cop.
I am a former cop. It's
coming from a place.
Yeah, there's a problem. Let me tell you something. When we first watched this video, and we got to go to Ma'Khia Bryant, but when we first watched this video, I was sitting in that room looking at it going, fry that nigga.
Yeah. Fries ass.
Because I've never done that. I've had people on the ground acting a fool, and he wasn't even acting a fool. George Floyd wasn't doing anything. He was laying there.
Compliant.
And then once you got the backstory that they know each other, that they used to work at the same club together, how is this not intentional?
personal. How's this not
How's it not
personal?
personal?
That's what it is.
Personal.
Keep that word in the presence of what we talking about in this conversation.
And
everything that happened
they've
that
had
day
run-ins
was
before.
personal.
You knew who he was. That's why you alone kept your knee on him. Because you got a problem.
So what was his problem from before? With?
I don't know exactly the specifics of what happened, but they did used to work in a nightclub together. Obviously,
remember
Chauvin
that.
was the police officer, and at some point in time, they had a
black man.
disagreement. at some point in time, which apparently has carried over, right? So speaking of that, let's get into, with the remaining time, let's get into Ma'Khia Bryant. Ma'Khia Bryant is a 16-year-old female that lived in Columbus, Ohio, that was also killed by the police. The situation is a little bit different, right? The situation, the circumstances behind this is just a slight bit different. She, from what I have read, she was in some sort of foster home, and she had been having some issues with other people within that foster home and outside of the foster home, and they came through. Now, my issue is this wasn't teenagers that came through. These were grown adults, 28, 29, 30-year-old adults who came through the house
To fight a 16-year-old.
to fight a 16-year-old. Her dad was there. And at some point in time, she felt it necessary to call the police. Columbus Police Department arrived. And at that time, the videos, in which I'm sure most of you have seen at this point, show Ma'Khia Bryant with a knife in her hand, chasing not one but two people in what appears to be an attempt to stab them. And the Columbus police officer, I have to look his name up here in a second, but the Columbus police officer shot Ma'Khia Bryant 4 times, and she later passed. My question to the fellas, to the savages is that police officer justified? Let's start with Ace. We're gonna start on Ace on this time.
I don't think he's justified to shoot her 4 times. No. Not a total of 4 times. Nope.
Dogged her.
And she was the one that called the police.
Yes, Ma'Khia Bryant was the one who called the police.
That is,
Police don't know who called when he get there.
I'm gonna get to that.
he just responded to the call.
He see a knife.
It's finding out the circumstances. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up situation. I know
really
you went through something similar like that too. You know what I'm saying? So definitely understand it. It's just, it's all around tough. It's all around bad. I just, not 4 times you shouldn't have shot her. No. Don't agree with that.
I feel like we've seen many viral videos of the police handling situations, dealing with people with sharp objects. I've even seen one where this dude was pretty much, he actually cut the police officer. Not one time did the officer even reach for the pistol.
What color was this guy?
He was white.
Oh,
Both
okay.
of them were white.
That's consistent with everything you about to say.
So, I mean, he probably could have handled that different. He probably could have. I would have. He could have tased her. He could have
That's
did
the main
something.
thing.
He could have. He could have done something besides.
I
He didn't
reached
have to
for my
go for the
taser.
pistol, dog. And I know, being the taser thing and that
thought I
that
reached
situation
for my
too, though.
taser.
But dude, he could have handled that way differently. We seen it get handled way differently. Dealing with a knife, dog.
Bert?
Was she going towards the officer?
No.
Or away from the officer?
No, so she came out. She initially charged a girl.
Exactly.
The girl was backing up and she fell. And then
So,
when she
so
fell,
what is his defense then?
when she fell,
He was playing Call of Duty.
she went. When she fell, she went to another girl
That's the-
and attempted to stab her.
Not justified. I mean, in his case, he don't know who called the police. She could have been the one that the girl was calling for or about.
He's
But
on the way.
there still don't cause for 4 shots, like Ace said. Shit don't matter. You don't shoot somebody 4 times and then they're not even coming at you. So you can't even use it. Oh, I was what they say, Trey? I was fearing for my life.
I was fearing.
Yeah,
Well,
I was
let's
for my
be
life.
clear. He's never. That's not the.
That wasn't the
That's
case.
not that.
But still,
He's
though,
not saying anything.
Well, he
along
really
those
ain't got
lines.
no justification.
He has
Then.
nothing
That's
to
the
say,
fucking
dog.
case.
He
Yeah, he
has no
really ain't got shit to say
justification.
then. Straight up.
Vic.
Straight up. He ain't got shit to say.
He was fearing for the life of the person.
And I guess again, what do you expect a person of color to see on that side? Now, talk to somebody that doesn't look like us and see what they say. If they're gonna say he was justified in shooting her, but at the same time, yeah, you see people that look like me and you
Saying that.
that are saying that, like, yeah, she deserved to get shot.
Mm-hmm,
Man,
boss.
come on, bruh. Nah, dog. Especially when you end up hearing a bit of that backstory. Put yourself in those shoes and tell me how you would react.
Can't the police shoot in the fucking leg or some shit? Why they gotta
They can
shoot the
Train
kill?
shoots in a mask.
That's what I always
What about-
say.
what-
I never
what the fuck?
understood.
Drop
busting-
her ass. Drop her if
Why is it
I
always
legs,
a
right, Trey?
lethal shot?
Ain't no targets up there with
What
legs.
about busting a shot? If you
Nah,
want-
so what? But
What
if he
about
know
busting
the
a
fuck
shot
going
right
on
here?
with a shoot.
Let me ask you, because so as a former
on,
police officer, one of the things that used to irritate me the most is why you ain't just shoot her in the arm? Why you just ain't shoot her in the leg?
Because he had time to think about that shit.
And my question is always, what fucking movie do you live in?
None. It don't happen.
I'm not saying if you.
I'm
you
telling
come
you,
to a
There
break
shootout,
out my
there
house.
is
and I'm not
no,
saying-
there's
hold
no
up, hold up,
training.
hold up,
there's
Bert, hold
no
up. Nah.
There is no
You ain't even gotta
training
say
in
it,
this
Trey.
world where you can shoot
Bird.
a arm or a leg when your adrenaline's running like that.
Bird,
You
a
can't teach
nigga
nobody
breaking
to
the
do
house, Bird. You shooting a nigga in the arm or the leg. He ain't armed. He just broke in your motherfucking house.
Now,
that. Hang on. Yeah, hang on.
You also talk a lot about procedure.
Yeah. So I wanted to get into that.
Yeah, that's
so
a major thing, man.
The procedure for a police officer is to protect life, right? The first thing that motherfucker always want to say is, you ain't out here protecting and serving. The question is who do you want to be protected? Because the question is that, did you want Ma'Khia Bryant to be more protected? Or did you want the two people that she was allegedly attempting to stab to be protected? You got to make a choice because you can't get both. And
Well,
that
if you
and
can't
that,
get both, then why shoot to kill? Then if you can't get both,
well, hang on. If you're stabbing somebody, are you stabbing to wound? Nobody ever says, "Oh, I was gonna stab this nigga." Hold on. All right, I stabbed him in the shoulder.
So that means warning
Did he
shots.
announce-
There's no such thing as
You don't.
warning
First
shots
of all,
either.
you don't do warning shots because bullets come down. There's a such thing as gravity.
Right.
Did he announce who he was when he
He
jumped
did.
out? He jumped out.
He
hollering?
did. He even told her to put the knife down.
Did he jump out? Did he pull up with sirens blasting?
what would you have done?
Yes.
What would you have done on that scene? Right
So
there?
this is where I
Being a
struggle.
former police officer.
I struggle with this. I don't think I would have shot her.
There we go.
But I don't think. But it's not for the reason that you think. It's because I am just used to seeing black people stab each other. So my thing would have been, let me attempt to get the knife out of her hand, but that doesn't mean that the girl doesn't get stabbed. And so I take the L either way as a police officer, and I think that's the part that people are missing.
He got a baton. He could have beat her straight up.
You on another planet.
Hey.
You have the
It's a
super-
fucking knife. She ain't
you
have
have
a gun. If she
Okay.
had a fucking
I'd
gun, then
kill
you
a
Hang
shoot
on,
her
hang
ass.
on,
She
hang
might
on.
go
I'm
fuck
gonna try to pull up the video that shows a man with a
Shit.
knife.
Shit, I
kill a
saw her
dog
bigger.
shit.
I mean,
No, you
I
didn't see
see
this
that.
video. I'm gonna try to pull up the video. We got 2 minutes left. I'm gonna try the
me fighting a
video.
dog.
So you telling me the big girl with a knife with a dog you if you pulled a baton out on her?
Do you know how strong people are when their adrenaline's running?
Was she on dope?
tripping.
Was
It
she on
doesn't-
a dipper?
Bird.
She want to know dipper?
Bird. That girl was 16 years old. She's probably close to 200 pounds. You know how strong she is?
Yeah, this is also what I said. Why
So
I was
you gonna let her
talking
get at you?
about, why I was talking about procedure.
Right. You don't win every fight.
That
You're not a
situation-
superhero. You don't. There is no happy ending every
You got a whole
time.
bulletproof vest on against a knife, and you tell me you got.
You
pull
said
a gun?
bulletproof, not stab proof.
That
You just said
situation
it.
was not
Hold on,
properly
Vic.
assessed.
Hold on, Vic. You literally just said it. You said I have on a bulletproof,
Stop.
and I'm
Oh
dealing
my
with somebody with a knife. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm not saying that I would have shot her. I'm saying that probably would have crossed my mind.
What about the hand-to-hand combat skills? Why you
Okay,
couldn't use that?
okay, not a problem. I don't argue that. But does that stop her from stabbing somebody?
She probably was gonna cuss.
Okay,
somebody.
so is your job to protect the serve?
Yeah,
Who are you not protecting if she gets stabbed?
the person who got stabbed. I wouldn't even went for my pistol though.
She wasn't coming at you, so you
It doesn't. But that's not the job you charged with.
Yeah, he came up with.
You're not
blazing,
charged
though.
with. Oh, I can only deal with people if they come at me. Now you got to now
I'm saying
Americans.
as far as
America,
what
a
weapon
black
of choice you choose to use to fucking
Bird,
neutralize her.
you're
is what I'm
talking
saying.
about shooting her in the arm and hitting her with a
Could have
baton.
hit her with a taser. Could have tased her.
Taser, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you
Pull
have
up the
to be a fucking
pull up the
bullet.
stats. We should have had this conversation earlier. Tasers are not always effective.
Not always, but it's an option though. It's
Okay.
like these
Okay,
hands
hang
ain't
on, hang
always
on, hang on.
effective. I ain't always gonna win.
I'll
but
give you taser.
I'ma use
I'll
it.
give you taser. He tases her. He don't hit her in time. She still stabbed the girl.
The girl was
That ain't
getting
the case,
stabbed,
though.
whatever. That was the case. That was
If that
the
was
place
the
that
case,
worked.
then it'd be like, oh,
so this
shit,
my
the taser
problem.
ain't work.
This
She
my
kept
problem with
going.
our
Now I
people.
had to shoot her. But
This my problem with
that's
our
not the
people.
case.
Why is it okay for the black girl to get stabbed?
I ain't say it was okay for the black girl to
Sure
get stabbed.
you are.
No, I'm not.
Sure
No,
you
I'm
are.
not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
We're going to have to leave it there. We might have to come back and revisit the Ma'Khia Bryant. Obviously, we have some different opinions about this, but we're going to have to come back.
It's a risky situation.
It's a lot. I think
It's heavy.
I think the idea that probably more black officers would not have shot her is the issue. Because the question is, but I think at the end of the day, I think people have to look at it as is he going to lose his job? And the answer, I'm pretty sure, is no. He's not going to lose his job because he's going to be justified in it because she had the knife. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but I think that's how it's eventually going to go down.
And it's America.
All right, y'all, we back. We just had a heated discussion about Ma'Khia Bryant and Derek Chauvin, and I think we probably going to come back to that. We're going to probably revisit it. I feel like some people didn't get all their points out, but we got to move on. And next we're talking about the COVID-19 vaccine. Recently, a lot of states are basically starting to try to get back to normalcy. I was just informed by Ace that Mayor Bowser in D.C. has signed it into law that as long as you are vaccinated, you no longer have to wear your mask outside and indoor dining. And that comes on the heels of the CDC who started that. And CDC basically said that if you're vaccinated, you can basically take your mask off now. You good.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then Joe Biden walked his crippled ass up to the stage and said, I second that. Now, that man old as shit. Like, he fell up the stairs 4 times.
It's my bad.
Uncle Joe. So the question is have you been vaccinated? And if you have or have not, why did you get vaccinated or why didn't you get vaccinated? Vic?
No, I have not been vaccinated. Right now, nah, man. I'm not looking forward to it.
Why?
Man,
You straight to it, Vic. Why the fuck you don't want that shit in your body?
Don't.
Tell them why, Vic.
Tell them why you don't want it in
Tell
your
them why
body.
you don't want that shit.
because I don't really believe y'all as to what it is.
You don't believe that? You saying you don't believe the government?
No. And
Even though it's privatized.
see, that's even more reason for me not
Paid for,
to believe
funded
it.
by them.
Yeah.
Funded by them.
Right.
It's privatized, but we
All they
giving
did-
donations. Nigga.
Right.
All they did was give you a name that you like. Everybody knows Johnson & Johnson.
Pfizer.
They like,
And
And
Everybody
they
know
gave-
Pfizer.
and they
Everybody
gave
know
niggas
Moderna.
cancer.
and
with the
Bill Gates is
talking
behind it.
powder.
Yeah, what the fucking do?
Yeah, that
Can we
nigga's,
get into
that
that,
nigga's the
Vic?
villain of all villains.
So
Can
that's
we
what I'm saying,
can we
man.
get into that?
Yeah, we
Johnson
can.
& Johnson
Yeah, we can go.
gave
Let's
the
get to them.
Real talk. Yeah. No,
What?
I'm not gonna get it.
You're not getting it.
Not now. Not
Bert?
And see, it's fucked up for me because I just gave birth to. Well, I didn't give birth, but I just
You
had
did
twins.
out this.
I mean, you
out
had
the
a part.
womb.
You had a part in it.
Out the
You
womb.
had part in it.
So it's like, with them being preemie, it made me think about it a little bit more. Like, damn, they're more susceptible to getting the fucking virus than we are because their immune system is weaker than mine. So it's like, if I get it, my wife can breastfeed and they'll be having
Right.
the antibodies in their body.
Let me ask you
I'm
this.
thinking about it like,
Do you feel like you're being irresponsible by not getting it?
that's what I'm saying. It's I think about all of that.
Catch
We done had that
22.
exactly. And it's tough, but the way we've been living, we ain't been out doing no wild and out shit. We ain't been out without the mask on, being all close in proximity to everybody. So
Ain't
it's
did
like
shit.
I don't really need it because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So at the end of the day, I really don't need it.
Yeah.
As long as I keep doing what I'm supposed to do, I don't give a damn about what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, yeah, you thought about it. The baby's got a weak immune system, but I'm gonna be good because I'm gonna be responsible by them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be
Yeah,
good.
shout out to Holy Cross right quick. I mean,
Yeah,
Holy
Holy
Cross,
Cross.
Holy
Yeah.
Cross is always taking
Holy
care
Cross.
of the baby.
Appreciate you guys for delivering my
out.
nephews.
Yeah, deliver my daughter.
Absolutely.
Give my mother her successful thyroid surgery. Appreciate you guys.
Holy Cross, man. Holy Cross doing some good things over there. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think they gonna let you take them babies out of there until they confirm. Because that's just, to me, that's the way Holy Cross roll. Like I don't see them
They told me
saying, "Hey."
9 more weeks. They ain't say that I had to get it or didn't have to get it.
Right, but I'm saying I don't think that they would let you take. Let me not say let. I don't think they would encourage you to take your kids out, knowing that they were still a potential risk.
Right.
You know what I
I see
mean?
what you're saying. Yeah,
Because I think that they're just that thorough.
Right.
That they would tell you, "Hey, you can take them, but here's the issues.
Right.
They not ready yet."
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And then I seriously consider it
Yeah.
on behalf of them, straight
Just
up.
on because on the strength of the kids.
Straight up, especially with them being preemie, straight
Facts.
up. I'm
Facts.
gonna keep it 100. If they be like, yeah, it's your best interest to get it, I'm be like, all right, fuck it, man. Why you gonna get it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up, keep it 100, and I'm gonna still do what I gotta do because I know a lot of people that got it and they's healthy as fuck right now.
Right.
My mother, she got it down healthy. Stepfather got it healthy.
Right.
Grandmother got it healthy. So it's like, all right, bet. I'm younger than them. My immune system's strong. Fuck it, I get it. Straight up.
Dre?
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing I have about it is being that, we living in America. America has this history of medical apartheid.
So are you starting to go into the syphilis Is that where you
We
going
can
with
go
this?
anywhere because it wasn't even just Tuskegee. They was doing all kinds of shit to us when we were slaves too. Two, as someone said earlier, I don't trust these companies. I don't trust Johnson & Johnson, who was sued for giving.
big, yeah.
Period. I said
For
that.
Pfizer, I mean, why are we looking to y'all? I mean, when you hear Pfizer, you normally think of shit like Viagra.
A lot of us probably was born from Viagra.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Probably popped them fast.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll give it 100.
I'm gonna think my dad was pretty strong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Not
We
saying
all know
us.
my
I'm
father
saying
was
us. I'm saying us as a
got
whole.
nothing to hold about that
Yeah,
one.
we got young fathers. I ain't talking about that us. I'm just saying.
Was Viagra even out when we was in the 80s?
Yeah, they had them pills.
Maybe.
It was out.
Maybe.
It's popping Quaaludes and all type of shit, man. Smoke cocaine. Hit a
Yeah.
ball. There's no line in your mind now. You're a killer.
Right. So when you think of the history, and then also, dog, the effectiveness, they like the mainstream media would tell us that it's 90% effective, but then we also hear things of people still getting the virus, dying from the virus, spreading the virus.
That already got the shot.
That already got the shot, both shots. So why am I taking this again?
I'll wait till the break.
So why am I taking it? No, I don't. And fourth, my distrust for the United States government.
I knew that was
Always.
coming in at some point. I knew I was waiting on him. But honestly, I feel the same. Ace?
No. Hell no. Absolutely no.
You're like Tracy. No. Hell no. That Jay funny.
Period. How JT be saying that shit on period.
I knew he was gonna get a JT reference in it. Some
Gotta
point
get
in
it in.
time.
But nah, seriously though. Nah, man, I don't trust that shit, man. I don't trust it. All that.
You don't trust the government, or you don't
I
trust the
don't trust it.
privatized companies.
So
the
you telling
Pfizer-
me something as a vaccine, it takes minimum 2 years to do, right? I said, well, according to studies. Oh well, we're gonna
They
do it all at the
fast-tracked
same
it. Come
time
on,
because we're gonna make it concurrent. We're gonna run all three processes at the same time. Why did you do it the other way at first then? There's a reason to that, right?
Yeah.
I'm not taking that shit just on that alone. Johnson & Johnson, we got problems with you on that cancer
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
we're
on the
talking
powder.
So
Y'all
I'm
fucked up
not
the
fucking
powder.
with that shit at all.
Yeah.
These companies not to be trusted.
Pfizer, they got some shaky history as well. I got both my parents worked in the medical field, so for me personally, no.
What'd your mom say about it?
My mom hasn't gotten it. She's not getting it.
That says a lot,
My mom worked in the OR for 30 years. Worked as a nurse for 15 years.
and that's why I say it says a lot.
So, no. My brother works in the medical field. Been working for the last 8 years. No.
he said no too.
My godfather's a pharmacist. He said no. He has heart conditions
You
as
don't
well.
know nobody
No.
that got it?
I know my mother-in-law. She has it.
How's she doing right now?
She's doing perfectly fine. She
That's
has,
what I'm
she has
saying.
health issues.
So that's what I'm saying.
So
So
it's
it's
different
like-
stories for different people, but I
And that's
also
what I'm
know
saying.
people who's passed
But
away
just-
from taking
and
it.
just
I mean, we all
because-
do though.
So-
That's with anything. You could hit the wrong strain of tree and the wrong nigga pass away or some shit.
I ain't never seen that. Weed is
I mean,
great,
it don't.
man.
The
You
effects
never know
don't.
Put
what
that
you
shit
gonna
on
get.
weed. You're not gonna put
It could
that
be
trouble
laced.
on weed.
It could be laced and you
It could
don't
be
know.
laced.
It's just a, you know what I'm saying? It's
Nigga
a
got that
fucked
dog
up
food
situation.
on it.
look.
It might be different.
That's what I'm
but
getting.
So here's the thing.
I got you.
Here's the thing for me.
I got you on that.
For me, I agree with Dre. I have a distrust for the U.S. government. I don't believe, and they've claimed that they've been working on the COVID-19 vax for almost a decade, and that they fast tracked it to get it out to us.
What about shit like AIDS and shit like that?
Allegedly,
Wait,
that's
hang
that
on.
word we use in America.
Because
That's the
it's a
biggest word in
powerful
America.
word. Allegedly is a powerful
is
word.
the biggest word in America.
Because
I
it
hope you
creates
realize
doubt.
that.
It creates doubt.
Facts.
Right? So for me, no, I have not gotten it. I do get tested every other week with the acting. You can't go on the sets unless you
Gotta get
you gotta have a show a negative test. So I get tested frequently. But my grandmother's got the vaccine.
How's she doing?
She's fine.
My mother got it.
She's fine. So here's the thing. I think my issue with it is if my immune system was good enough, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure I had it September 2019. I'm pretty sure I had it. There's no doubt in my mind. I
Keem
think I
had it. My brother had it.
Yeah, because
My brother had it.
that shit sat me down
For real?
for about 5 days.
Dang.
Keem was out here projectile throwing up. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Keem
So,
was fucked up.
But if my immune system has done what it's supposed to do, why do I need a boost? It's already, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I understand it for those with compromised immune systems. I understand it for those who are around compromised, you know, in your particular
And that's
situation.
what I'm
It makes
saying,
sense.
yeah. It makes
But
sense,
in
yeah.
my particular case, my family's healthy.
Right.
And I don't have those issues. And if I did get it, which I'm pretty sure I did, And I say that because I know somebody who I worked with who said his wife had it confirmed around the same time. There's no doubt in my mind he was spreading it around all of us at work, right? So if my immune system did what it was supposed to do, I don't need no booster, nothing.
You don't want to catch that shit again.
And also,
But hold on. How many times have you caught the cold?
I never caught it.
How many times have you had flu-like symptoms?
None.
No, I'm saying in your life.
In my life?
In your life. You've
had the flu once.
You've been sick before and your immune system did it, and then you got sick it probably again and your immune system handled it. It's not like it's a one-off, like, it's only one time. Your immune system is your immune system.
Right.
So, no, for me, I don't need...
Let me ask you this, though. What about the long-term effects of the vaccine? The fact that you have to keep getting a booster shot. You got to keep getting it.
That's the money grab to me.
Mm-hmm. That's how these pharmaceutical companies are going to make billions of dollars off of you over the next 25 years.
You can't talk about Big Pharma, dog, because they're wacky.
Yeah, they'll cut our shit off of YouTube.
They're wacky. We can't even say vaccine
We'll never make
for
it.
real.
Listen,
We'll never make it.
again, big pharmaceutical companies will be making big money off of this.
Big Pharma's the mafia.
And
dog.
let
Let me ask you this. Let me hold up for 1 second. How many of us, we all see it, we all know about it, mesothelioma commercials been on a TV for the last decade.
Yep.
Where has that come from? Do you know why? All that shit in construction, lead paint and all that shit back in the day when we
People
was kids going to
inhaling.
school and stuff and inhaling bullshit.
Long-term effects. So just because our people done took it and they're immediately fine, we got to monitor them and make sure, nothing happens. What about people like Marvelous Marvin and Hammer and Hank?
I think she was agreeing. Go ahead.
What about Marvelous Marvin, Hammer and Hank? What about that CNN correspondent who said that she was going to do it, and then she died a few days later after taking it?
Yeah.
And the news is not going to tell y'all that she's dead because of the vaccine.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think that the news has an interest in promoting positive stories about the vaccine? Do you think that's beneficial to them? It's a loaded question. It's almost rhetorical.
It is rhetorical.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, of course. I'm about to say,
because if there's a vaccine out there and Moderna, Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson need to advertise for it,
got them pockets looking greasy.
Who are they going to call?
Yeah, they got them pockets greasy.
Because your national news is only going to show you the top 3 most fucked up things.
Yeah.
And then they're going to give you a bunch of fluff to make you feel like, oh my God, it's the world is okay. It's not that bad in Beirut and Syria and all this other stuff.
I'm gonna hit y'all with some shit.
Real quick a flag.
Let me ask y'all this question. If you did get COVID, now we don't have it, right? If you did get COVID-19, would that change your mind about getting the vaccine after that? After you've recovered, would you then consider getting the vaccine then?
I'm gonna ask a loaded question behind that, Trey. Mm-hmm. If you've ever had an STD, are you now wearing condoms every time you have sex? Ha! That answers your question right there.
But you know what the difference is? A lot of
just wanted to tell them, Big A.
Oh my God!
Tell them, Big A.
Hey, but you,
tell them, hey. Tell them, Big A.
I'll take that
Hey, you know the funny part is though, a lot of niggas wasn't wearing condoms anyway.
shit. At all.
So
before, after.
Top
it all.
Right.
Count
So,
out.
but I still want to pose that question though. If you were to contract like that, you got me contract the COVID. If you were
always
right, if you were to contract COVID-19 now with the vaccine out, does that change your mind? Dre, go ahead.
Nah, it doesn't.
Bert,
It's definitely gonna change my mind.
Right.
I got a little baby.
you
I'm
have
thinking
to.
about.
You have
yeah,
to.
I don't want to catch that shit again. Straight
to.
up.
yeah. Vic,
Hey.
I still don't think I would get it, because what would end up scaring me is the stories that I've heard of people who have had it and have ended up getting the vaccine and got like super bad side effects from it. And that
They don't
would be
talk about the
something
Vegas report. Vic.
paralysis and shit
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah, man.
the first group of people that took the vaccination,
The Bell's palsy.
there were 12 people out of the 30 people that had paralysis.
Come on. And it's like the lottery. It
2
could be
weeks
you,
after.
dog.
It didn't show till 2 weeks after.
are these the people that like signed up, like they got paid?
They got paid.
To
they got
take it?
paid to take.
Because I don't feel bad for them at that point. If you paid, that means you signed documentation saying I'm willing to go through all this shit for it. You sold your soul.
Man, you know what?
Facts.
You sold your soul.
You know what sucks about that though? It's a necessary evil, man. We have to have somebody
Right.
take it.
We can't have them testing that shit on monkeys and saying, "Oh, it's going to work."
But
on
should
us.
you
that's
feel
what's gonna
bad
be.
for them though?
Man,
knowing what they got themselves into.
especially if they knew and it was straight up and down. It's very clear that you're giving me something experimental, but I'm doing it for mankind. I'm all for it.
Superhero shit.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like
He took the L for
Man,
real.
so-
Sacrifice. Yeah.
Sacrifice, real sacrifice.
and that's what I'm saying. Don't look at him as being foolish for it. Man, that's a fucking hero. Legend.
Okay.
Yeah, I am legend.
What's
Military.
Vic, what's their name?
Shit, I don't know.
That's my point. And that's my problem.
Hey,
Military
Troy.
are heroes. We don't
You don't know
every
none of them
person in
niggas'
the military.
names on the World War II memorial. You can't recite me one.
No, but I could go and go look.
Hey, but let me ask y'all this.
That's
So,
what we got
have
Google.
y'all seen?
Here, I'm gonna pass you my
don't
iPad,
want it.
and you
I'm just saying
and
you can.
you show me a name of a nigga that took the very first trial and got Bell's palsy. Tell me his name.
All I'm saying is,
Oh, you want to? Oh,
My
you
family
got to pull
members
that
took
up.
it.
Nobody remember the person's
we
name,
good.
but
That's my point.
Brian.
No,
he burnt.
He off the mesophilioma.
he off the mess.
Orlando burnt.
He off the mesophilioma, bro. He smoked that shit butt naked.
He burnt.
dog, Bill Gates be pushing for all these kinds of vaccinations, and this man said he wouldn't even take none of them his damn self.
Let me ask you a question. When the vice president and the now current president were taking theirs, do you think they were actually getting it?
No,
I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
I don't think
It's
so
all
either.
about deception. We gotta remember where we dealing with. We dealing with American media, dog. It's all deception with these bammers.
From a medical child background, they hit the motherfuckers with the saline.
With the saline,
That's what I thought. I thought the
keep
same
it
thing.
100
Ace.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Straight water, salt water up in their
There's
body.
no vaccination that's totally clear. It's not clear. That's saline.
Well, for me, my answer is no. I would not get the vaccine afterwards, even if I did get COVID-19. I believe my immune system is fine. I try to eat well, exercise 6 times a week. I feel like as I get older, I'm getting better, in better shape, healthier, learning how to eat better. I feel like my immune system gonna do what the hell it's supposed to do.
It's supposed to be.
And being sick is just a part of life. It happens. We all get knocked down by something.
What's up with the vaccinations we all had when we had to go to elementary school? You couldn't go to school.
But that shit for
till
like
you was
polio and
vaccinated.
rubella.
Tuberculosis,
And
polio,
rubella and shit.
measles. That. But here's the other part of that is it's sort of almost a law because you can't go to school without it.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, and I'm sure I'm sure that's the direction we're going in
That's
with COVID,
exactly
right?
what it's about to be.
It's already in for Maryland, for colleges. You can't come back to
That's what
school
I'm saying.
unless you have the vaccine.
That's
So
what
guess
I'm
what?
saying.
We're gonna have a lot of more online babies. A lot of kids that's gonna stay.
Yeah, I've
doing
considered
online,
I've considered
doing
not sending
homeschool.
my son back to school permanently.
Hey, young, and like I said, us in particular, black people, dog. They already when the shit first broke out, they said black people are catching at a higher rate than any group. So you know they ready to push our sheep. You know they ready to put the sheep through the slaughter, young, and they definitely looking at us mainly, Slim.
Yeah, I also think that the government has no problems running their tests on humans.
Never have.
Never have. They don't even bat an eye at it. And I think that this is one of those cases.
Yes, sir.
Where they feel like, all right, we'll test the public. We'll see how I do. And if they get a majority, and we've all said it, the people that we know that have got the vaccine, they fine. They perfectly fine. My grandmother's 80. She's fine. She's fine. She walks her dog twice a day like any other day. You know what I mean? So I think when they get that report that comes back that overwhelmingly says that majority of the people who get the vaccine are fine, they're just going to keep pushing it. And then it goes into now you need the second trial, you need the third trial. And then until they get to a point, Ace, like you said, you got to get it every year. Every year you got to go and go get it. And for your kids, because most parents, let's keep it 100, most parents don't have the money to pay for childcare or stay home and work. So school, while it is school, it's also a babysitter. Keep it 100. It's also a babysitter for them because they have to go to work.
Right.
They have to make money. Exactly. So if the school says your kid can't come in this school without the vaccination, they're gonna make their kids get vaccinated.
Look, I got vaccinated early.
Dog, wait,
We all did. I did too.
That's what I'm saying. That's
What's
what
that like some type of movie?
TB, we all did.
TB shot.
Gotta get that tetanus shot every
Tetanus
couple of
shot,
years.
yeah.
Tom Brady.
Get the Tom Brady shot.
Go ahead, Dre. You was trying to.
No, I was about to say, dog. I swear it was a movie that pretty much simulated what we going through now, and
Containment.
I think that was it.
Yeah, it's Containment. Yeah,
And
it's a really good movie.
Anything with the outbreak, man,
They
can
try. They
relate
give
to that movie too.
They give you. They almost like give you the playbook of what's gonna happen when you see these movies.
Stand.
And was the government trustworthy?
No.
Not even a little bit.
On any level.
But they took initiative on that and acted on that shit a way that we didn't when this shit happened.
Well, you also
They shut that shit down.
Well, hang on. You also have to look who was in office at the time too.
That's the problem.
That's a lot of the problem, Vic.
That's why I don't want to really get the vaccine, because you had a bunch of fools in the office. Man. And
I can see that.
And you had the people that were developing this thing being led by fools.
Right,
and it's
right.
you're going to do what we tell you to do.
Right.
And that's what that whole regime was about, man. Again, the system. And that's the thing.
Well, he
man.
knew
And
about it, and then he did not report it properly.
He ain't take it serious.
He didn't take it seriously.
That's the point that I have. I'm like, man, people look to you to real life get some type of answer.
He's a fucking leader of the whole goddamn.
Real quick, we got 45 seconds left. Real quick, mask. What's your in a short, very kind of
I'm wearing.
What's your
mine.
So Bird said he's wearing his mask.
I mean, you see me now.
Yeah.
Dre got his on
I got
himself.
mine on.
Even though he done been around niggas this whole
but it's
pandemic.
not,
Even still,
but it's not on.
I'm still
Vic,
I'm
Vic, let's go.
Just
It's a chin strap. The
he
nigga
just
look like
letting y'all know.
He look like a Green Bay Pack out here. Go ahead.
Just because it say the Lakers.
I will wear mines in public and places where I'm
There's gonna
not
be a lot of
necessarily.
people.
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
In the field, in the automotive field, and you see all types of different people. You're around a lot of different things.
Right.
Having a mask is more than just COVID-19 for real. You think
Any
about
germs.
germs and
They
germs.
doing this shit in China.
Yeah,
They was doing this in China before.
Yeah, and
anything.
and that's not anything that's really uncommon.
I'm keeping my mask.
Go ahead, Ace. We'll finish it up. Go ahead.
I'm wearing my mask
Straight up.
everywhere, except for when I'm around family. Period. Because I see them all the time. I've seen every last person in this room multiple times during
And
this
know we
pandemic.
got
And
motherfuckers
ain't-
tested.
and
And I
ain't been
know
sick.
they got tested because I get tested for work. So it's real.
So for me to put a bow on it, my answer is I wear it in businesses. And
Because you know
because
what
that's
people gonna
because
get.
When I'm out in public.
well, it's because the business I can't conduct business. So for me, I wear it in a safe way because I'm not gonna be able to buy food unless I wear it. Right. So I have to be able to provide for my
You
family.
don't want to be like them Karens, dog.
But outside of that, I don't wear it.
I'm not wearing my mask.
My thought process is very simple. If there's the way that your body works, it inhales oxygen, it exhales carbon dioxide. Your body's not intended to breathe in the very same carbon dioxide that you're breathing out.
Right.
And that's what the mask do to you. Now here's the thing. I understand doctors wear it for 20 plus hours when they do surgery and all that. I get it. I'm not saying that it has harmful effects, but something about it just don't sit right with me. So for me, I wear it out. When I'm outside, I don't wear it. But when I have to go into a business or if there's a mandated requirement, I'll just throw the thing on. But I see people driving around in a car.
No, fuck no.
That's
I'm not
stupid.
wearing it.
Like,
No, that's stupid. But I
just
will
stupid.
tell you though, it's no long term effect, Trey. Just from the sake of like my mother. My mother wore one for 30 years.
And that's why I brought
6
up that's
days
why
a
I brought
week.
up the medical career field because they wear masks
been doing it.
daily
Yeah.
for
So it's
for
like-
extended periods of times and they're fine.
Right.
But for me, it just don't sit right.
Right.
All right. Let's we're gonna take a break.
Let's do this.
Good? I ain't had no countdown or nothing. Sola been giving us the countdown. This time she went silent on us. She
Like,
went
y'all
silent
good. Y'all
on me this
professionals.
time. Yeah.
Y'all good at this.
Come on, man.
Keep doing
Look,
what you
even
do.
actors got directors. You got leaders. You know, tell us something. We good? We ready? Now she gonna get a countdown. Are we live already?
She gave you what she wanted too.
Oh, she did.
Counting my man there.
Yeah.
Reporting live.
All right, y'all. So we just got finished talking about the vaccine, why or why not, and Vic and a few others at the table felt it was important that we discuss financial literacy, and we talk about it and how important it is to our community. And something that's near and dear to Vic is cryptocurrency. Yes. And so Vic is going to lead us in our conversation about cryptocurrency. I guess he's gonna try to give us as short and much as he can.
Yeah, man.
I know. Let me open my Coinbase app.
Yeah, right.
You're on the clock,
It is,
Vic.
man.
It
does
deep,
tick.
man. I
Yeah.
remember,
So go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I remember, when I first got into it back in 17, I actually looked back at my Coinbase to see when I made my first purchases, and I bought in exciting times, just like I'm buying again now. All-time highs, man. Good prices and quick, fast money. Who don't like fast money?
Everybody,
Everybody
likes
loves fast money.
I love fast money.
You know what I'm saying?
except for women with morals and values and standards and shit. They don't like.
I like fast cars.
They don't like fast.
I like my woman with values and morals
I agree.
and standards.
I agree.
I like those women.
It moves fast.
Right.
It's fast. I like it.
Kill.
Nah, man, real talk. Everybody likes fast money, and that's what sucks people in. And you see a lot of people get hurt because this game ain't really set up for fast money. Can you do it? Of course. Everybody can do it. But it's only in certain times in the market. This junk goes through cycles, and it's old enough to be able to see certain trends, but it's not old enough because we all experiencing stuff that nobody's ever seen before. It's exciting, man. To very much say the least. To get into exactly what crypto is, it's I made some notes here. Crypto is a digital asset designed to work as a medium of exchange. Very simply, I give it to you, you'll give me something for it. Same way.
We need a pause button so bad.
Pause. Yeah. He said, "Yo, give me something."
Pause.
The exchange ain't no robbery.
And y'all niggas
give me
are
something
gay.
Nigga said
He said,
he won it.
if
You
you-
gonna
if
give
you-
me something.
I like you.
I'm gonna give
And
it
I
to you.
want you. Pause.
And y'all niggas are gay.
Well, no, man. As the real talk though, it's essentially you're trading the same way you have fiat, which is American money, the dollars, yen, anything that a country considers as like their major currency.
Right.
That's your fiat. You trade that in at a grocery store, and you get a gallon of milk. You give it to Johnny, and you get your hair cut. You know what I'm saying? You give it to Bob the plumber, and he takes it. Crypto is the exact same thing. It's being used as a currency to exchange for goods, services, or NFTs. Malcolm is hip to those non-fungible tokens. Yeah, and to be completely honest, I will say it's absolute nonsense. Malcolm, I sent you a journal on Instagram that talked about, and I'll have to go back and go check it, but it's complete nonsense, man.
It don't make sense, but it makes sense.
Right, and that's
the hustle.
Yeah, that's the
hustle. But at the same time, that's the thing that cryptocurrency needs. It needs to have these type of conversations in major rooms to come up with clarity.
Because that helps to make it popular.
Not necessarily even
To
popular.
understand it?
No. It goes past all of that. To give it, understanding, but give it clarity to what it is and what you'll be able to use it for. Right now, it's such a wild west that I can do whatever with it. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem that government entities have. Mm-hmm. The U.S. in particular. Oh, people are using Bitcoin, which is the big cryptocurrency.
The most popular.
It has the highest market cap. It's worth the most as of right now. Mm-hmm. It's approaching $60,000. It's expensive, man, to play in this game. But to go outside of that, the government needs a way to be able to regulate it. They want to be able to get theirs.
You mean the greedy United States government wants a piece of it?
Of course, man. They
Weird.
have to have it.
Weird.
They want all.
They want a piece of everything.
not
Right.
a piece. They
So
want
what?
all.
So what about a Chuck
Majority
E. Cheese?
stake.
What about a Chuck E. Cheese token?
Now,
Like, can you relate it to that?
yes.
If enough people say the Chuck E. Cheese token is worth this,
Right.
then
Right.
that's just
So
So I'm about to start selling niggas Monopoly money. I got a rack of Monopoly
Hey,
sets in the house.
hey,
I'm about to
so-
start selling.
So you
Monopoly money.
saying
what y'all
Usher
telling me now.
Usher above
They not-
he ahead of the curve.
Right, Usher got the Usher.
He got the
dollars.
Usher bucks.
No,
So he
but-
ahead of the curve is what you're saying?
Nah, Chuck E. Cheese tokens. You paying for a Chuck E. Cheese token, 25 cents, to get a Chuck E. Cheese token
To play the
so
game.
you play the game.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying as far as like the type of
So
analogy.
Bitcoin
for you
at
to
the
understand, you're getting something from it, and you're getting something to use it for something else.
Correct.
so
That's
bit,
what Vic is saying.
so
It's a
Bitcoin
mi-
at the moment is 57,659.3.
Right.
This week it had
It's been going up this week.
this week it raised this week. So it began the week at about 53,000 and it finished the week at 57,000.
That's
So let's get into this, Vic. So let me ask you this question. What do you think our community, two-part question. What do you think our community has an issue with when it comes to investing? And what do you think that the traditional investor, which would be me, has an issue with when it comes to cryptocurrency?
The people in our community chase after their fast money and they don't understand it.
Yep.
That's the problem that I have.
Okay.
You want to get into it, by all means, I'll
And that's
help
why
you.
60,000 compared to fucking 9,000 last year.
right.
Because now everybody's like, oh shit, let me hop on this crypto, and now everybody throwing money, and that shit done went up to 60,000.
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out, right.
And that's a big thing, and FOMO is dangerous in shit like this. Quick money drives so much FOMO that people will use their house payments.
So GameStop is a good example.
100%. Think about all the people that are still holding
Holding
the
out,
bag.
right? Yeah.
Because they done bought the goddamn a stock of GameStop. You bought at $400,
Which has
Terrible
a
company,
terrible
by the way.
business. Yeah, it's a terrible business model, by the way.
Terrible.
from ground up.
Thank you. You helped me make some money.
Right.
The worst.
Appreciation.
The worst.
And that's the game that crypto plays to an extent, but it actually has use cases behind a lot of the cryptocurrencies that are out. A lot of them are bullshit.
Dogecoin.
My opinion, Dogecoin is bull.
That
But
dog done made me
But
some money.
how are
though.
you supposed to tell which ones is bullshit compared to the ones that's actually?
That's a good question.
you look at it with a different mindset,
What's the mindset?
investing, and that's where people like you come from.
Yeah.
Don't look at it as quick money. I'm gonna put some money in it. I'm gonna
sell.
sell.
Right.
But you know what happens? People do the opposite of what you're supposed to do because they don't understand how to do it. I'm gonna buy it high, and then oh no, I bought it too high and the price is dropping.
Yeah.
Should I sell?
Yeah. So the American investor, probably more than 80%, they are a buy high, sell higher. You know, everybody in this world knows that you're supposed to buy low and sell higher, but that is not. And this is based on the investment trends that have been tracked. A lot of people buy high and want to sell higher, and then when it's time to buy low, they sell everything. So they actually have got it backwards.
Yep. Now,
Buy the dip.
you buy the dip,
Buy the dip.
but people don't realize those people who put $100 in to whatever coin of choice. And they did this years ago. And this is when I'm going to get into talking briefly about a cycle of dealing with cryptocurrency. That they bought it at an all-time high because of the hype.
Right.
Everybody knows about it and everybody's talking about it. But they don't realize that some of those people went through years of nothing.
And research.
They invested in what I like to say utilities, something that's going to be around for a while. They made an actual investment. But they didn't send the bank because what I like to use a lot now is speculating. They threw some money in. I'm gonna see what they do, and I'm gonna sit back because it's cryptocurrency. Where is it going?
How important is it that you whenever you're investing, that you research what you're investing in?
100%.
100%.
And
So if anybody
everything.
was getting into Bitcoin, your encouragement would be is to do your fucking homework.
Right
Check
now,
the trends in the past and shit.
Because if you did, you would know that you don't want to buy in at 57,000.
yeah, because
Which is impossible anyway. If you broke for real, nobody got 50 G's laying
Well,
around.
that's not
buy
everybody.
fractions.
You can buy it in fractions.
You can buy fractions.
You can buy
right?
fractions. Right.
Oh yeah,
portion of a token.
like buying a Bitcoin. I mean, worth its value. Nobody that I don't know anybody that's able to just go straight buy one. I got fractions of it.
Let me tell you this: anybody who has $57,000 they're ready to invest, I can assure you that they're going to do their homework because good investors try to get everything for cheap. Everything. So they already know 57,000 is what's the high they've had? It was like 63, 64, something like that.
If you go back a month, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, 64. So if let's see, April 14, they were somewhere around 64. So if I'm an investor and I want to get everything for cheap, ain't no way in the world I'm buying at 57.
Now, what if you're one of them people that are mining Bitcoins?
When they came all the way down to 47.
Exactly.
That's what you're waiting for.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
That's the dip that
64.6
that's the dip that Ace
wait
is
for.
talking
Yeah,
about,
right.
right?
You
Sit
buy
and
the
wait
dip.
for it. But what I'm gonna get to you about the mining, because the mining is a big thing about where we're going with the space in the world in general with going green.
Okay.
People who watch and wait for the trends of the successful ones because they're the ones that are patient. That's what you need to have in cryptocurrency and real talk,
in all investing, in all investing.
Yeah, and investing in general. Right. That's an important thing to use the basic rule of buy low, sell high. Granted, yeah, you can buy high and then just like you said, buy
Sell higher.
You could do that,
It's more risky.
And
It's a risky
cryptocurrency
game.
with how
More risk, less reward.
Yeah, with how volatile cryptocurrency is, that's dangerous. Because you think about how much Bitcoin costs. Now you think about you want to double your money, right? Who the hell has 57,000?
Come on, man.
And that's right now. But let's say Bitcoin does run to 100,000. Yeah, God damn it! March of last year was $3,000.
Facts.
So what do you
That's
think
what
that
I'm
the
saying.
price could potentially do if people continue to adopt cryptocurrency in general?
Let me ask you this: there have been reports that said that they believe that Bitcoin will reach 1 million by the end of the year? Do you believe that? No. And why don't you? Why don't you believe it'll reach 1 million?
Because I think about what I see in cycles and what people have explained to me, and what I even see in the charts. Oh, the chart is parabolic. It's going straight up and to the right.
Yep.
You can't,
Which is the direction we love as investors.
we love it.
Up and to the right.
To the right.
Yeah.
You also, on a good day, you'd like it to go down too because you buy it for cheap.
Absolutely.
Right.
Same time that you can make money going up, you can make it going down. That's a whole different type of investing that's also dangerous in this market. But going up and to the right is what people want, and they chase green candles. You're throwing your money at it, and you don't fully understand what you're getting into. You just see, oh, I made money, but you don't understand that my man has been in this game for 2 years. He bought Bitcoin when it was $3,000, and he's like, yep, this is the top. I'm going to sell my one little coin, and I done made $50K.
And I'm gonna wait.
And I'm going to sit on that jump, and that's going to drop again. I'm not going to. Now, with all of the other money that's into it, that's what, $1 trillion by itself and just Bitcoin alone, $2 trillion for the entire cryptocurrency in general. That type of money is backed behind a lot of institutions. Now, I've looked at some YouTubers and, people who talk about cryptocurrency. They like to say, oh, the investors don't really matter a whole lot. Yeah, they do. You think about the billions that they put into that joint, man.
They're the ones driving it up.
Hey, Vic,
Yeah, it has to support
have
it.
you ever been on Wall Street bets?
I've looked at it. I don't really pay a lot of attention to it.
Good. Let's move on because that's terrible. We don't. Yeah. Let's not talk about Wall Street bets.
Got it.
Because what that does as a total is it manipulates the market, which is illegal.
I never heard of them until the AMC GameStop thing.
Yeah.
And
So
see-
let me ask you this, Vic. What do you think about the NFL players that are being paid their salaries in Bitcoin? You think that's smart? You think that that's risky?
It depends on really what your risk level is worth. If you're willing,
good
to
topic.
risk
Level.
if you're willing to risk your entire salary for a year or your contract in investing in the cryptocurrency, by all means, do it. Especially if you can, because right now they say, yeah, I'll give you $1 billion. Not $1 billion. I'm sorry. I'll give you 15 million in Bitcoin today. That's fine. Give it to me. What's going to happen in a year? Just because of the same way, I can't.
If it continues the trend that it's been on.
Right.
They're going to come off.
If it so happens to go up to, let's say, half of what they're predicting to half a million dollars.
That's a lot of.
Nigga,
That's
that's
a
a
lot
How
of
much
money.
money did he just make?
10 times.
Exactly. Off
That's
of
my point.
investment.
10
now,
times.
Now that's another note that I have. A lot of cryptocurrencies are worth more than your US dollar right now. And you don't believe me because you can't
See it.
It's
not tangible.
It's not
Exactly.
tangible. And it's also a hard process to go.
So let's get into this because this is where me and you disagree.
Yeah, let's
Right.
talk about it.
My issue with Bitcoin is that it is not tangible, and much like the American dollar, it is not backed by anything. Right.
No gold,
So
no nothing.
At least
Back by the people.
We the people, for the people.
I mean, that's
by the people.
that's what happened with the GameStop shit.
Because the same thing, we the people believe in the US dollar. Do we not? You believe in it.
no, I do not believe in the U.S. dollar. I use the U.S. dollar as an exchange to make more. I use the dollar as a tool. I don't believe in it, and that's the difference. I am an investor.
It's a tool that you believe
my
in to
life.
use.
No, I don't have to believe in it to use it as a tool.
Because it's tangible.
It's tangible. It's in my hand.
see it. You
I
don't
can
have to
see
believe
it.
it.
I don't have to believe it. It's there. It's right there in front of me. But what I use the dollar for, and
So
my
if
thought,
they start dropping out Bitcoin,
Right. An actual physical.
I would probably switch all my money over to Bitcoin.
so that's all.
Yo,
Did you feel? You see the
Hey, Vic.
difference? You see the difference with that?
So Let me ask y'all this. I mean, y'all talked about the government wanting a piece early. So what y'all think are the chances of the government adopting some type of cryptocurrency?
They're doing it.
Well, they've already started.
They're already
Yeah,
started.
they've already started.
Is it XRP?
I'm not sure.
No.
We'll look it up. But let's be very clear. What the government wants to do is to be able to find a way to do with Bitcoin or with the cryptocurrency that did with the American dollar. How can I loan it out?
Money and make.
How
money
can I
off of
loan it out to you so that I can come back and go get another loan with your money and make more money and give you just a little bit back?
Right.
They ruthless.
Me and my grandmother had a very long discussion because she thought she was doing the right thing by getting me and my cousins a bunch of CDs that made nothing over 30 years. And I showed her investing, even if it's Bitcoin. This is what you could have made in 30 years.
Yeah.
If you would have just done an index fund for 30 years, just an index fund. So that means the S&P 500,
Right.
the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, Russell 2000. If you would have just followed the S&P
Right.
for the last 30 years,
Oh yeah.
she'd be sitting on tens of millions of dollars.
Hello.
Look at Amazon. And
Right.
that wasn't even 30 years ago.
So
That was
so
fucking
so
10
so
years ago.
the thing with Bitcoin for me is, although it is much like the American dollar, and for those of you who don't know, President Nixon, 1970, took us off the gold
Took it
standard,
off the
the
gold
gold standard, which has
standard.
then made the U.S. dollar basically a sheet of paper. It's really what it
Worthless.
Made it. Worthless.
Ricky
It means nothing, right? I do, however, this is where I do agree with you. I do believe that once they get it figured out, that Bitcoin, I don't know if we'll be alive for it, but I do believe that Bitcoin will be the currency. I don't believe that it'll be called Bitcoin. It will probably be called the United States something.
No, I don't think it'll be U.S. It's going to be some worldwide shit.
The coin.
Well, but that's how the U.S. works. They want their name on everything. So it probably will still be called the U.S. and it could be worldwide, but it'll be called the U.S. coin or the U.S. something. I don't know if we'll be alive for that, because that's a huge shift. Guys like Jeff Bezos, the 1%, are not so willing to change out their dollars for coins just yet, unless it's beneficial to them, right? So on that front, I do agree with you on Bitcoin. For me, as of right now, people have asked me all the time, I'm an investor. Why did you not get in on the Bitcoin when it was, at one point, what is it, like $5 at some point in time?
Yeah, they all start from.
They started
from
why
pretty
didn't
much
you get in
nothing.
early? Because I knew about it, and my answer is still the same answer today. It's not tangible. And I need something I can touch.
Hey,
It doesn't mean it won't pair up and to the right. It's clearly doing.
I mean,
that.
yeah, but I guess at the same time, man, you got a debit card. It's the same deal. You swipe a card and you don't really have anything.
Hey, Vic.
But I could also swipe that debit card at an ATM.
Yeah.
And but then it's tangible. It's there. It's in my hand.
A stock not tangible. Not
Yes,
unless you
actually
get
it is. Yes,
piece
it
of
is.
paper
You gotta get the piece of
certificate.
paper, yeah.
Okay, but you can't take that to the store and be like, I
No.
want it. That's
Right,
what I'm saying.
right.
So that's what. In the
However,
same aspect
maybe in
he's
one of the
saying-
finance classes, I'll teach you how to turn stocks into cash money, like I do every week.
Okay.
Maybe one of these days
Okay.
we'll talk options premiums.
Tell them about them people that actually build computers just to mine Bitcoin.
Yeah, mining is a big thing. It's also old now. It's called a proof of work, and that doesn't really work for people. Very briefly, pretty much they're the manipulators of
The miners, you're saying?
Yes. In the event that a mining pool shuts down, like unfortunately China did a few weeks ago, and it dropped the price of everything. A lot of people lost billions of dollars.
Wow.
To be completely honest, I lost some bread in that dip too. It wasn't cool. I was backing my way down from a bad trade, and I got caught in it because of some nonsense that
That's
I
a
had
part of the
no
game,
control
though.
over. That's a part of the game, and that's the volatility that I enjoy, because the same way that could have happened, I could have been riding the hill the opposite way on a short, and boom, I could have made instant cash, thousands of dollars. Right.
Yep.
So be careful.
So as we end this, when we do our podcast, we're going to have some sort of financial. We'll talk about obviously what's current, but I think that we all here agree how important it is that you start to learn how to invest your money. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, one of my favorite guys in the entire world, because he's honest. This is what he says, and I'll leave you this. I'll leave you with this before we leave. This is what we say before we move on. Actually, he said that every day that I wake up, I want my soldiers to go out to war, and I want them to come back. I want them to come back with more soldiers.
Sure.
He wasn't talking about actual people.
Money.
It's all about his money.
dollars.
Making that money work.
He wants his money to go out every single day and go bring back more soldiers.
Right.
That's their job. So if you're looking at it and your dollars are not going out and bringing more soldiers back with them, you got to think about your life a little bit, because your money should always be making you money.
Absolutely.
That's a good game right there.
There we go. All right, here we go.
We not ready. You ain't announced the talking. I can't start the ring out the round
Yeah,
off.
he gonna hit that out of you talking.
All right.
This game right.
All right. So we have come to our final topic, but before we do that, you can see the bottles, Tipsy Tea. You can't get tipsy without the tea.
The
Newest
tipsy
flavor that's out is Lit Lemonade.
Strawberry.
Black owned company.
by Black
Blackberry.
Baby.
Instagram is the Tipsy Tea.
Absolutely, all day long.
That's where you place your orders.
Yes, sir.
DM my man Bird right here.
It goes down in the DM.
Let me tell you something. If you
DMV.
let me keep this 100. If you're trying to get fucked up at a party, or if you're just trying to get fucked up, period. This
All
is all
you need
This
is
is all
one.
you need.
All you need is one. Don't be
And if
greedy.
you, and if you don't believe us, just try it.
Try it.
I had one. I haven't even opened my second.
And it
one
tastes
yet.
bomb. It's not
and it
just
tastes
straight
good.
liquor.
Yeah,
That shit is
yeah,
well
yeah.
balanced.
Yes.
Like, get it straight. 'Cause
Yeah,
He's
and-
done
and-
an excellent job.
Make sure you drink it on an empty stomach for maximum effect.
For maximum liftoff. Yeah,
For maximum
Hey,
lift.
Joe,
Maximum
no
liftoff,
need for the horny goat weed,
Yeah, nah.
the gorilla pills,
All of that.
Just drink some of that.
the
Straight up.
rhino rusters. You don't need none of that. No more. Tipsy tea will get you there.
So Tipsy Tea, you can't get tipsy without the tea.
It is.
At the Tipsy Tea.
Yes, sir.
And then we also got Onajo is here. Malcolm, you can't see me off screen right now.
Malcolm X in it.
Onajo Podcast.
It is.
At Onajo Podcast. The Onajo Podcast. Sorry, the Onajo Podcast.
Just in case y'all didn't hear it.
Yeah, just keep hitting that one. Just
One more
keep
time.
hitting it.
It sounds good.
It does. It sounds amazing.
Y'all got to school him on what Onajo stands for.
No, I want
shirt.
no.
It's on the
I
shirt.
want you to go to the website
case-
and educate
In
yourself.
case you don't know what it means, it's on the shirt. You can read it for yourself.
Originators never accepting what's just okay. Onajo.
Go to at the Onajo Podcast and go learn something.
Yes,
There you
indeed.
go. All right, we're moving on. Final topic.
Uh-oh.
Willow Smith.
Oh my God!
20-year-old daughter of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith.
We had to use it for something.
Willow Smith.
Oh, shit.
Willow Smith woke up on Wednesday morning and chose violence with her mother and her grandmother within arm's reach. On Red Table Talk, she had a conversation about why she is polyamorous.
Hey, and can we give let me give a brief definition for people who never heard the word polyamorous.
Yeah, let me look that.
Yeah,
'cause I'm gonna give you the
It's
full.
multiple relationships. You're
I'm
not
gonna give you
trying
the
to get
full-
married.
Give him the
I'm
dictionary
gonna give you the
version.
dictionary version
Nah,
of
you want to have multiple relationships.
polyamory. Are we ready?
At the same time, y'all all
Go
know
ahead.
each other. Ain't
it
no
to 'em.
marriage.
Is
They're
the-
not trying to be locked down to one person. And y'all can have
I'ma
all
start calling this
entanglement
nigga Webster.
straight up.
My man Bird.
Nah, you gotta keep
He
it a
Webster.
hundred.
He Webster's
You gotta keep it
now.
100 for the people who ain't trying to hit a big
But
one.
they gonna hear it anyway. Is the practice of or desire for intimate relationships with more than one partner,
There it is.
with the informed consent
They all
of
know
all
about each
partners
other. There it is.
involved.
Straight up.
That sounds pretty
They
freaky.
all know about it.
That's freaky.
It sounds like certified bopping.
Bopping.
It does. It's
She's bopping.
professional.
But they all know each other. They all, you know what I'm saying? They.
You know she bopping.
So here we go. All right. So Willow Smith has shared with
Yeah, so what she said was-
Willow Smith has shared with her mother. She said, "So I was like, how can I structure the way that I approach relationships with that in mind?" She's speaking into what her mom said. Also, doing my research into polyamory, the main reasons why monogamous relationships or why marriage or why divorces, why there is divorces, is infidelity, right? The infidelity being that there is no consent of an outside relationship, right? So the question to the table is Willow Smith a professional bop? No, I'm joking.
Hey, somebody said Willow Smith middle name is Sharon.
So the question to the table is, would you consider, or would you be cool if your partner considered polyamory? Who want to start off?
Damn, man.
That's a luncheon question.
Y'all gonna get Bama's in trouble, man.
Nah, dog.
You better be
Choose
careful
your
with what
words
you say.
carefully.
I'm over
Carefully. Yeah. Choose your words carefully.
Hey, for the record, I'm not with this for this, but I'm not against this for other people. Live your life.
That's a good way to put it.
No, because what she said is she feel like the main foundation is the freedom to be able to create a relationship style that works for you and not just stepping into monogamy because everyone around you wants that.
Dog.
So it's not you conforming to society, it's you making a decision about
she also
what you
said,
feel.
Yeah, that's really Will and
These
Jada
are her
daughter,
words.
son. That's
But
really
she
they
also-
Oh yeah,
daughter.
Will and Jada did a number on her.
That's really their daughter, dog. She
Has the freedom
But
to
her
choose
grandmother
what she
couldn't
wants to do.
understand the shit.
Her grandmother's a
grandmother,
traditionalist.
Her grandmother
Yeah.
like, hold on, what? I don't understand it. Like, what are you
That's
talking
right,
about?
Grandma.
Her grandma's
She's telling
a
her
traditionalist,
grandmother,
yeah.
She's
That's
telling
right.
her grandmother, like, when monogamy is like, you have issues within yourself as far as being jealous, you know what I'm saying, and
Right.
insecurity, because you with that person, and then I go talk to somebody else, and then you're like, oh, I'm jealous. But with polyamory, ain't no jealousy because everybody know each other that you're talking to. So what are you jealous for? Because you already know up front.
To be honest with you, that
before
sounds like
there's
some
somebody
cult
else.
shit, to be real with you. Sound like some cult shit.
Dog,
It's wild because I understand it, but it's like that shit ain't.
This
for
ain't some R.
everybody,
Kelly
yo.
ass type
The
shit
ain't
if you
for
being
everybody. But see,
honest.
But if you fucking other people,
No, hold on.
Everybody know.
Hold on.
I mean,
hold
the
on.
age difference.
Hold
She
on.
20.
Hold on. I was gonna say Robert
just
Kelly
saying.
was not working with consent,
and
and one of the key things here is
The parents
that
gave
you
consent.
are
They signed them kids over.
but now it's like,
Oh man.
because she was,
I'm just
she was
bullshitting.
pretty
We
much
just
saying
shooting
like, with monogamy, say you coming home late, right? You was chilling with somebody. You're not gonna tell your wife or your girlfriend, oh, I'm late because I was with so and so and so and so. But in not polygamy, but polyamory, the girl's gonna say, oh, babe, I'm late. I'm gonna be home late because I was chilling with Amber. We ran late on our date. Oh, you was with Amber? Okay, all right, cool. I'll see you when you get home. That shit ain't happening in a monogamous relationship. Your wife gonna be like, what the fuck?
Cause you ain't getting
mean?
none of them amber cheeks, nigga. The fuck.
But that's what I'm saying.
That ain't happening.
But that's how it is.
But
though.
do
They
you
all
want
know
some of
each
them
other.
amber cheeks? That's the point.
So let's answer the question. If your significant other came to you and said that they wanted to consider polyamory, what is your response?
Real John though. We all know.
Now, listen, whatever your relationship status is right now, that's not going to change.
She like Big John.
You know what I mean?
at work.
This is a hypothetical. This is a hypothetical question.
And see,
Big John gonna pipe that shit.
that's what I'm saying.
Fuck that,
And that's
man.
what she was saying though. She was
And
like,
you don't even fuck with Big John. Every time you pick her up, you see the nigga, you be like,
Right.
this nigga wagging shit. Big ass car,
but
go
look though,
plastic.
but with
Fuck outta
polyamory,
here.
they're not thinking like that. In polyamory, they're not thinking like that. Polyamory, she's
you
just like,
thinking
oh,
like that. We talking about us.
and that's the problem.
Us,
Yeah,
man,
but,
that's the conversation.
we talking about polyamory. So let's
Right.
keep it on polyamory. So
But
you're
that's the
saying
thing.
that you know about Big John
Know
and
about
you
him
cool
already,
about
and
Big
we've
John.
hung out together.
Yeah, and you were perfectly okay
So
with
we
him,
all
with him
like this.
piping your wife.
So
Because
we
you
cool
cool with it.
That's
You in the same
polyamory.
room when he piping your wife though.
No, it's not the same.
No, that's
They got
not the. That's not.
schedules. They got
Yeah,
schedules.
yeah, that's not the
They
same
already
thing.
know about the shit
Hold
that's
the
going
fuck
on.
up. I thought that was called cuckolding
That's
or
called
something.
cuckolding. Yeah, that's
cuckolding.
different. That's
Yeah, it's
different.
different.
I don't know nothing about these lives. Is what I'm telling
y'all-
y'all right here, right now. This shit is wild.
Drake.
Oh my god.
For me,
How do you deal with that?
That sounds like some shit that's just for rich people because. No,
Broke niggas doing this shit every day.
I know, but it ain't
No, broke
it
niggas
ain't,
are
'cause
cheating.
It's no
They're
right.
cheating.
It's
Broke
cheating.
niggas are cheating.
They're not letting their wife know. their
Exactly.
girlfriend
It's
know
no
they fucking
consent. It's
somebody
no
else.
consent
Man,
when you
niggas
broke.
is pipping whores. You know Pimp C told you that
Go ahead,
shit.
go ahead,
Drake,
Drake.
come on.
No, it's almost biblical because think about cats like King Solomon had many wives
Many
and
wives.
concubines. But once
that's
again, this
polygamy,
goes
though.
back.
That's not polyamory though. That's
is true.
polygamy. Polygamy is
That
when
is
you
true.
got multiple wives.
You have to understand, polyamory is the understanding. You already know about it.
We all they all love each other, or do somebody love
gotta
one
understand
person?
But do one of the
fuck this
wives got
girl.
another boyfriend? Do one of the wives got another boyfriend? No. That's polygamy.
That's polygamy.
Polyamory is I'm talking to this nigga. He married. His wife got a boyfriend. We all know each other.
Exactly.
That's polyamory.
Remember,
It's a
you have to
whole
remember
different-
the
it's a
key
whole
phrase in
different
this
genre.
polyamory is with the
Amory.
consent.
Poly love
With the consent.
many loves, polyamorous, right? So,
Right.
Dog, like I said, that shit is that's something that rich people talk about, dog. Like, it's not common for.
You saying because rich people are okay with consenting and knowing that my significant other.
It's nothing they could do about it because if you got money, no matter where you go, it's gonna be like.
Let's come back to that because let's come back to that. I actually agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I think that people with assets and that have much more to lose are willing to consent to allowing their significant other to sleep with somebody.
Yeah, dog, you can't like. It's gonna be like. Pussy getting thrown at you, you know what I'm saying? You ain't asked for it. You walking down the street. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was some pussy. I'll say that for later. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say that for later.
Is somebody going?
Man, let's move on, Vic.
I'm going to hide that in the back pocket.
Yeah,
I'm going to just tuck that away real
quick. Look with my body real quick. I got you. Say, hey, baby, yeah, somebody just threw some pussy at me.
Listen, you don't have to go deep into it. You could just say yay or nay.
And I'm not. And I guess you made a good point when you mentioned that she talked about being insecure and shit like that.
Right.
I've had issues like that in the past.
Right.
So me personally, probably not.
Probably.
I'm not letting my youngin smash a nub by me.
Right.
If you
whether you know about it or not.
Smashing a nub broad, and the dude and the girl you smashing know each other.
Right.
See, if all y'all know, it's almost like swinging, but relationship.
And how long is that stuff supposed to last, though, bro? Because the moment. So look, the moment one guy knocked the socks off a broad, you know what I'm saying, and that's
you can't have that insecurity though.
It's gonna be there, young. Somebody gonna get
It's
jealous.
not for you then.
Somebody gonna get jealous, dog.
Then it's not.
I want to come back to that because I think that.
And y'all niggas are gay.
I actually think that this idea. I think the idea of this idea that polyamory just means that you're no longer insecure and you're no longer jealous is crazy to me.
And that's what I was saying when I was watching the Red.
Remember the movie with the chick?
It doesn't just erase human emotion.
Somebody getting jealous, bro.
Feel nothing when your wife is having sex with her boyfriend.
Of course you do.
Remember the movie with the chick
polyamory at first.
that was fucking with the surfer dudes that was running the motherfucking the licks. The broad was fucking with the two surfer dudes that was running the licks.
Savages.
They had a relationship.
Savages, yeah.
But
That's what
them
that
two
relationship
dudes
was.
ain't have girlfriends on the side. It was just them three. They were just a
was
couple.
just a three.
Right.
Yeah,
so that wasn't
yeah,
polyamory.
three
that was more polygamy.
I can't even say it.
She had
Polygamy,
two husbands basically. Them
sharing
niggas ain't had no bras on the side that she knew about. That it was all good.
Right. There's a lot of facets to this polyamory.
Shit crazy.
A lot of it, the basis is that
Shit,
you
wow.
have to know that your significant other has a relationship
With
outside
another
of
dick
yours.
down or
You
licked
know
up.
about it, and you're okay with it.
Exactly.
And that's a part that a lot of people can't seem to wrap their head around.
And you could go and spend Christmas together with your family, with them all together. Yeah,
Right.
That's my girlfriend. That's my wife.
Yeah.
And,
That's my
and
girlfriend's
wife's
boyfriend. Yeah.
Exactly.
They love me, I love them.
Yeah, we all good.
But
It's
then
all
they
love.
say it's equal. Because then Willow said, oh, well, can you imagine yourself in a room full of people and you love them all equally? The grandmother like, nah, what? How can I love 5 different people equally when they're all different? But apparently Willow can, apparently. And I'm like, what? How can you love them all equal? There's going to be something you like about one more than the other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's wild. But apparently she figured it out at fucking 20 years old.
I was gonna say, do you guys
You know
think
what I'm
that Willow's?
crazy.
Do you think that Willow's?
Nah, for real shit, luncheon, y'all.
Do you-
I'm watching the joint, I'm like,
Do you think?
yeah, that's pretty much how it was. I was like, I'm like,
Do you think that Willow's ideologies is going to be how the 20-year-olds and the generations behind us actually think? Do you think that that's how it's? Because for me, it's an absolute no. I'm a traditionalist. That's my woman. That sex is between me and her.
Right.
You know, y'all can watch, but you can't fuck her.
right.
You can't touch her.
Right.
I'm the only one that can touch her. She's
Right.
the only one that can touch me. That's me.
Right.
But I feel like 20-year-olds and a lot of these
Especially
kids.
with her speaking out like that. It's
Well,
a
yeah, I mean,
fucking-
she's on a national stage.
Yeah, man,
See, the
motherfuckers
thing
be like,
is crazy.
oh.
The thing is crazy with kids today, and I would say the last generation after us, kids born after '89,
Fucked up. They fucked
Straight
up. That's
up.
what's wrong.
it's a
with
lot of things.
Straight
I
up.
wouldn't say y'all fucked up.
it. I want to play.
They gonna say that. That's very far fetched. We shouldn't say that. But
They just
they
got a different way of
they
thinking.
have identity crisis issues. They don't have anything to self-identify with. Like we identify with our cousins and people that were 5 to 10 years older than us. That's who we identify with. We neglected them little motherfuckers to keep it 100 with you. So they don't have anybody to identify with because half of our generation were locked up or killed. So they don't know what they are, who they are, because we shunned their ass like, nah, Shaw.
So we
I'm
dropped
doing
the
this
ball.
in life.
So our generation dropped the ball.
I'm
Millennials,
accepting that. I'm accepting
millennials,
that.
if you can hear our voices,
They say the
We
internet
dropped
raised
the
these little
ball.
kids, dog.
We dropped the ball on you 90
we
kids.
dropped
Keep it 100
the ball on.
We
was
let the internet
is it
raise some
Gen
kids,
Z?
dog.
Is that what they are? They Gen Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gen Z?
Gen Xanax.
Xanax.
Gen-
The Xanax babies.
Ain't that with an
Xanax babies, you.
Hey, Xanax with an X?
Yeah.
You fucked me up for a minute.
Yeah, think
Z,
about that.
Xanax.
He didn't say generation.
I thought it was with an
dog.
X.
Hey,
All right.
Yeah.
I knew I took that once.
Do you think that Willow is, well, I think we kind of already answered this, but Willow is a direct reflection of the freedom that she was allowed
100%.
from Jada and
100%.
So she got she
Will.
looking through some rose
Well,
colored.
first off, can we
lens
double back for a second? We go any further with this to further in depth yourself in the mind state that they have in their household that they allow their son to believe that he can cut his dick off when he comes to age.
right. So
That's a real thing.
So he's saying that because that was a huge story.
That was a huge story. Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith back
I mean,
in.
that's trans. That's trans.
Well, they were okay with allowing him getting sex change. So this
Before
is
he-
this is to
like
the
a couple
freedom.
years ago, wasn't it?
No, this was like 5 years ago.
Oh.
So
That's
this
transsexual
speaks
before he
this
was an
speaks to
adult.
the
Basically.
Oh.
speaks to the freedom that Will and Jada provide to their kids.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying as far as the freedom they have.
Do you think they gave her too much freedom?
Yes.
Why?
Because they rich. She's affluent, bro. So she gonna do what the fuck she wants to do anyway.
That's right. Because to you, polyamory is a rich people's disease. Got it. Okay.
I would say as a kid, as a
I'm not
kid
gonna
who
say
had
it's
a
a
lot
rich-
of freedom, as you all know, I had a lot of freedom and a lot of reach to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. But I still had to answer and obey to certain things, which I'm sure they do as well.
So I'm
I don't
saying.
blame it on the freedom. Life is about choices.
Show influences,
life
young.
is about choices, young.
Well, who's more influential than
It
your
doesn't even
parents?
matter who influences you. It's about your choices because I had a lot of negative influences, but I still turned out to be positive. But
Got a
based
point.
upon
Okay,
my
good
choices,
point.
you hear what
Good
I'm
point.
saying?
Good
Your
point. I'm the
choices
same way too.
So
drive
so
That's a good
so
point.
so
as a
that's
person.
so that speaks to Willow's point. This is about her right to choice.
Yeah.
right. This is what
And
I'm
that's
saying.
and that's basically what she was saying on the joint
Like
too.
she's choosing to
Right.
not put herself in certain
And
positions.
she was just like, she's just not choosing monogamy. Straight up,
Right.
pretty much is what she was saying. She don't want to be.
She's saying she said in the interview, out of all her friends who are in monogamy relationships, she has the least sex.
and that's what that launched me out too.
Because it's not necessarily about the sex.
Right.
For her
I think
in
the
situation.
overall tone of anything that's outside of the traditional man and woman is that it's always about sex, and that's
Right.
not true.
It's not.
That polyamory is not about truth. I mean, it's not. That's not
It
what
is a-
people.
intimate thing, you know what I'm saying?
Real quick though.
Or it's the freedom that Willow's saying. Like I
Right.
want to be able to do.
I
Basically,
want to be able to tell Trey I love him and Malcolm
Right.
I love him. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
she
it
gonna
not
love
be
the
your
same.
problem.
They two totally different motherfuckers. How
But
can
she's
you
not
love
saying I love one more than the other.
That's
She's saying
what she said. She loved them motherfuckers the same. She asked her grandmother, "Can you imagine yourself sitting in front of 5 people and loving them all the same?" Her grandmother
What's the
said,
difference?
No.
Hold on.
I
I'm gonna
think-
hit him with a curveball.
hang on. I think
Kids
I think
what kind of love,
that
bro?
I think that's
What's the difference between your first love and a woman that you married? Would you have married your first love if she came back around?
I think that's the difference.
I ain't love them the same.
That's the youthfulness in her. She doesn't quite understand that yet.
Okay.
I think that's the issue. You
Well,
have to remember.
she sure made
she
that
is-
shit clear.
Well, that's fine. She's very articulate.
Right.
She's very smart.
She
She's
made that shit
intelligent. She's
clear.
articulate. I think that the youthfulness of her just being 20 doesn't understand that you don't love every single person the same. Hell, you don't even love your own
Right.
kids the same.
Right.
Right. So you can't do. I think she just doesn't know.
Okay.
There's not enough experience
Right.
on her end
Right.
yet
Right.
to understand
Yeah,
that
ain't no fucking
everybody
words
gets a
about it.
certain type of love.
Yeah. But real quick, though, I watched the show. Y'all probably heard it, probably haven't. Tamara Hall. She had a segment on her show where it was 2 women that got married. They were best friends. No sex, no intimacy. They were best friends, but they got married just to show the fact that they love each other that much as best friends. That they wanted to stamp it on a marriage certificate.
Is this a heterosexual? What's the dynamics here?
No.
Man, woman, woman.
It was 2 women that married each other, but they were best friends. That's like me marrying
So
you
this is
just
the-
to show niggas like,
Were they
hey, that's my
manufactured?
motherfucking brother.
So this is woman,
Real
woman.
life.
Hold on,
Hold on,
this is woman, woman.
It was woman.
Hold up. They were Manny Freshes
How
I'm
old
telling
were
you.
they?
or
They were
no?
adults. It was like 28 to 30.
How many cats did they have?
And that was one of the
What was
questions.
it?
They was like,
Mile asked how many cats did they have?
What was the
They
color
made
of their
things-
skin, Bird?
They were Caucasian. But
That's
the main
all I
thing,
wanted to know.
And they said that they had no intimate relationship at all.
no. But see, the thing
Do you
was,
believe them?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like,
You trying to figure out if you believe
like,
them?
do I really believe that y'all not feeling for each other? Like, one of y'all probably feeling for each other, but don't really know it because y'all know y'all really only best friends and just wanted to stamp it as best friends.
They know when somebody
why
wants some
get
horse and
married,
dickies.
Because they
Like, I
wanted to
taste the
say that
seafood.
financials, they both believed a lot of the same things, so they was pretty much on the same accord with life, basically. So they was like,
That's a
there's nobody-
relationship. I don't believe them.
Exactly.
I don't believe them.
Exactly.
I believe
And
that.
that's what
I believe
was
they did
saying.
that for the clout in the video.
And that's
So
what
you
I
think
was
they
saying.
was bumping bushes, Trey?
That's what I'm saying, but it's wild.
Yes.
Though. It made me think about that.
Long
This-
John
their
Silver's
favorite tool is the scissor.
lovering
And
you.
she said, and one of them said, well, if she wanted to go out and date, I need to know what type of person she's about to be dating because it's going to affect our household as a whole.
So they
Even
did.
though
So,
I'm not
so
gonna
they
be-
were going out on dates. That's a relationship.
They were going out on dates with each other. I mean, with somebody else. Right. That's why I made
Oh,
me
so
think
they were
about the
polyamorous too.
Pretty
So they
much. Pretty much. But they weren't in a.
But they didn't have sex.
So why would the two of
They
them
gotta
get
have sex to
married
make it-
For
then?
financial reasons, because they believed a lot of the same shit.
Well, I believe that's the reason why you get married. But
And
that's a whole
what they
nother
were saying.
conversation for another
That's
day.
what they were saying. But
Okay.
it made me think about the polyamory aspect because she was like, "Oh well, if I date somebody, I need to let so and so know," which is the other girl. I need to let her know because it's going to affect everything. I need to know what type of person she's bringing.
It
You know
almost
what I'm
has
saying?
correct me if I'm wrong, Ace, it has a sort of weird codependency vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Very
like
much
almost
so.
backwards.
yeah.
Where I have to rely on you, even though we don't have an intimate.
That's
You know what I
why-
mean?
right.
Like it's
that's why I
weird.
felt when Dre said the swinger vibe because
Yeah,
it feels
it
like
does have a
it's a
swinger vibe.
courtship for you
Yeah.
and your partner. It's
Yeah.
not something where, hey, I bought this motherfucker home. Look at this. It's
Right.
like, no, we gotta agree on this
Yeah.
for this said person to be a part of
Right.
our life.
Right.
Even though that said partner, you're not intimate with your. That to me
That's
is
weird. That's the
The
weird
shit
part
was
that
wild,
you're not
bro.
intimate.
The shit
That
was wild. The shit lunched me all the way out when I was watching it. I really couldn't.
that's some arranged
Because I was
marriage.
like, why marriage?
That's what I'm saying. It's got a weird vibe on it. Like, why would I feel the need to want to tell you? Oh, because I'm married to you.
Dog, there's a chemical imbalance in that.
Do relationships require sexual activities?
They don't require it.
The best ones do.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
And y'all niggas are gay.
The fuck?
I don't even know what kind of question that is. Let me ask you a question, Vic. Would you enter into a relationship with a woman knowing you couldn't smash? Nah. Okay,
Exactly.
all right
But
then.
no, I mean,
What we talking about?
But no, we're talking about me and you. We're talking. So
Whoa.
pause. Hey, pause. There we go. Thank you. We're talking.
I'm offended.
go ahead.
You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't enter that
Y'all
relationship.
dudes are ruthless, man.
Obviously, Ace wouldn't. Bird, Dre.
I don't think any man sitting at this table is
is
cool
going to
with
do
it.
it. But me being the type of guy that I am, always am able to see it on the other side. Man, y'all can. I love that jump, but I mean, if she ain't letting me smash, I ain't smashing. Fuck it.
But you still gonna be.
If that's what I decided to do,
Nah, once you get 40, it's good.
guys.
And y'all
That's how
I gotta explain that real quick. We got a minute left. I gotta explain that. Our esteemed co-host over here, Dre, says that people don't have sex after 40.
No.
Specifically, him said he won't have sex after 40.
no,
He said it's retired.
He said at 40 they gonna be pistols there put away. They gonna be putting this jersey up.
He said, I'm hanging my dick up in the Raptors
No.
when I turn 40.
When I did
Period.
that
He said,
shit
I
that
want to hear
night,
the
I
claps.
said we was gonna be 60. Ace decided to take it to move down to 40 because it was funny. Y'all niggas ran with it, but my thing was, dog, it's no.
So you telling me not smashing at 60?
No, and you ain't know no old people that's fucking, bro.
And y'all niggas are gay.
Once some old ladies start being menopausal and shit, dog.
Hold on, time out. Hold on. See, you know what? No, real quick. No, real quick. You thinking about it from a monogamous place, and that's the issue. Because as a 60-year-old man, if I'm a bachelor, hold on. I'm 60, I'm established, I'm probably looking pretty damn good. There's a whole lot of 20
I
and
know,
30
but we got
and 40-year-old women that's willing to get down.
Do the mathematics on that, because it's not every single 60-year-old that's got that status.
Okay, but I'm saying a
common man is going to be the common man.
Hold on. A 60-year-old.
Right,
exactly. Thank you.
That don't mean he necessarily going to score. He can.
It don't matter.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
I'm saying you're not getting none. I'm not saying
I disagree with you, Andre.
I'm just saying, dog.
I think at 60,
you not.
Hello. I was just getting ready to bring that up. Because my Instagram was crazy with the women that was like willing to give it to him.
Dog, it's Ron Isley.
Oh, we gotta end this, Jay. I time up. We gotta end this, Jay. Man, hit the shot clock buzzer, dog. We gotta end this, Jay, dog. We gotta end this, Jay.
Oh shit!
You definitely gonna have sex until you can't have sex no more. Right. That's the correct answer.
No,
you gonna be out there.
That is built into your DNA. There's nothing that you can do about that. You're gonna want to get it in, bro.
You want it all day in the paint, but that don't mean motherfuckers gonna get it.
We ain't hear that. Come on. We ain't done yet.
Yeah, so you can want some pussy all day in the paint, but that don't mean motherfuckers gonna get it like they want to. Especially like
if I'm lazy.
You being technical.
What's the oldest profession, bro?
Prostitution.
Pussy.
Oh yeah, so that also mean you going revert.
I'm gonna buy it.
Hey, look, Vic. At 80, I've been investing for 60 years. I got plenty of cash for pussy. I got plenty of cash to pay for.
All of it.
Heard you married.
Oh, don't do that.
No. We ain't doing that.
No, listen, dog. Motherfuckers is married.
Yo, come on, because we overtime. We in overtime right now.
Listen, motherfuckers is married, dog. Just
because already know what type of person they is. Straight up.
Already know.
Yeah.
You married
forever. I'm already saying, I was about to say, you bring up, so you going to get old, and that means you going to be buying pussy. You going to be on trick status.
Nigga, at 80, what do I care?
Dog, I'm not.
What do I care? I'm 80.
I got plenty money.
Plenty, because I've been investing in crypto for 60 years.
All right, do this. So let's just say a motherfucker don't have no money, because we saying like I'ma have money.
Nigga, you can scrounge up enough money. You can scrounge up enough money.
How many broke ass old
that shit is gonna be in your retirement. It's a bill.
Your girl. Let alone every girl in there. You know what I'm saying?
You know them old.
Oh, excuse me, baby. I know you want to get to these tomatoes.
You gonna be out here, Mo. Ron Isley. Don't mean you scoring, dog.
Ron,
but you can though. You can have the desires, bro.
But you can at 80. You can.
No,
we not
talking about. You just pay for it.
But they not.
She obligated by verbal contract at that point. And there was an exchange of cash.
Right. So then the next thing is this. So you shopping for pussy.
Being hung up.
So at 80, yes, I probably am.
You know what? I don't think it's.
You know what's funny?
Unless you Ron Isley. Unless you Ron Isley. If you Ron Isley, ain't throwing it at you.
You know what's funny? The Bahamas who are asking, you paid her? Are the ones that ain't getting her? You paid her?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So you gave her. You said, "Boo, I got $40
because I can't take it with me." Spend it, dog.
Hello.
Nigga said he got
all
right, man. Let's put a bow on this, Jay. That was our overtime session. That
you getting old and buying pussy.
It's all good, Joe. You got that in the back pocket, dog. You had that was just thrown at you early on.
Yeah, he wasn't prepared. We caught him off guard. Thank you. This is the first of many, and I want everybody to understand that this is special for us. It's special. As friends that grew up, as brothers that grew up together, that's going to celebrate nearly 30 years of friendship. This is important to us, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
There's going to be more to come. We didn't even get to really deep dive into what we really wanted to get into.
Take up too much of your time.
So we hope you enjoy it. There will be an Instagram page. We'll plug that next time. We got literally like 5 seconds. Anybody got anything they want to?
The black man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Drink Tipsy Tea straight up.
Yeah.
Tipsy Tea.
Drink it. Oh, nah, Joe. Hit that button. Oh, nah, Joe.
And we'll see you next time.
Peace.